Hi everybody, I'm DeathByMage, your friendly fire. I give up.
I didn't even see the fire. I thought I was too tired.
I'm just
gonna say we're all great people, but we all know that I'm not. So,
you know what, guys? It's been a long day. I worked. I've been on this stream for like many days. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's the end of it. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you, folks. That's all. Good night.
Yeah, good night. Thank you again. Welcome to the Broomsticks and Wands role-playing stream. This is an actual, still in development RPG system that I've been working on for the better part of a year, which was inspired by Harry Potter, Cardcaptor Sakura, and My Little Witch Academia. And I am surrounded by some wonderful people. Please, if we can start, we'll start introducing some of us. Why don't we start with, at the end on the left, Matty.
Hi, everyone. I'm a cat.
cat cannon.
That's
cannon. Right, baby. I am.
We should all be cats.
I am like a cat all weekend long. I love it. But I'm not just a cat. I'm an orange cat, and so I'm like a distant Weasley. You know. So, I'm an orange Weasley. My name is Bubba Meowington, and I am from the Sapphire Raven, house, something like that. So
totally legally distinct and unique in every way.
So yep, it's all about the cats, and let's rock and roll.
Okay, Rick.
Hi, I'm Rick. I'm going to be playing Misar Hedgicums.
Oh,
I'm a little gnome, and I am just trying to make my little way in the world. And yep, I'm part of the Amber Tortoise House, and my motto is, "I got you, babe."
Oh, I forgot about the motto.
Yeah, what's your motto, kitty cat?
What is? Oh, that's right. Asking questions is the key to finding answers.
Okay.
Because I'm a cat that's curious.
I love you, Matty.
I gotta make a joke now, Matty.
Yeah. CA?
Hello, everybody. I'm Chaotic Anarchy. And thank you, Geeky Fried Rice, for your donation. I really appreciate it. So, let's have a discussion, everyone. This is the very last stream. I'm willing to do pretty much anything at this point. I am tired and super thankful. Okay, so do not be shy. You want to post something, you want to donate to my page and make a recommendation?
Oh, I forgot to mention, for this stream, I have special things for this game on my donation page to torment these players.
That's because I haven't slept in 3 days.
Oh.
So keep that in mind when you're making donations. You can donate to death for something to happen to us, and I don't even know what that is. Or you can donate and I'll make it happen.
Oh, it's nothing that terrible. It's just, oh, look, the things just got worse in this game. Okay.
Who I am. I am Jenny Harper from the Sapphire Raven. And my motto is, I would like not to be expelled.
At least this time around.
At least this time. That's all I have.
And TK?
Hello, everyone. I am TK. As CA said, we've been up for a really long time. I slept maybe 3 hours in 2 days. And because Matty is a cat who is curious, I just have to make this joke, and it's a horrible one. But Matty, if you're the curious cat, then that must mean I'm the satisfaction that brought the cat back.
That's right. And you braided Matty's hair.
I did. I am playing TK because I could not be creative while running the theater this morning.
It's perfectly fine.
I'm running the house Amber Tortoise, and my motto is "I will always have your back."
Oh, yes.
Nice.
So
And
sweet.
and I will be playing, and just so everyone's surprised, I'm actually playing, because guess what? My role-playing game is a GM-less system. I don't have to do anything except play.
What now?
So guess what? If you want to blame all the character deaths and probable sufferings and trauma, blame it on the game. Don't blame it on me.
He's not trying to kill us.
The game is.
We're trying to kill
Of course it is. You wrote it.
So I will be playing Falco Zala, and I am from my house is the Emerald Serpent, and my motto is "There's always a way." All right, everybody. So just so everyone knows, for the sake of the game, there is usually 7 scenes that we will be role-playing out. So anyone who's actually familiar with things like Fiasco or Dread or more narrative-based RPGs, there is a very similar structure to them. And so but this game is mostly narrative with some dice rolls. And we will try our best to go through the rules as they come up. For the most part, there are 4 major traits that every character has. Every character has a bravery, dedication, wisdom, or cunning trait. And
Death, you received a donation already.
oh dear. Well, how much was it for?
Bring it on! I don't know.
I
It doesn't matter. What do you want me to do?
well, I just can't see it. So hold on, give me a second here.
Oh,
I don't have my.
Yeah,
I will.
You're gonna want to have that
I will
open.
enlighten you.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's
Someone
from
donated
Sean for
$100.
$100.
Oh wow.
Rap Sean. We appreciate you. You didn't even pick anything. Let's do one of everything on the list.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's just gonna. Oh yeah.
Suggest the obstacle that players must overcome. Ooh.
Yeah. So we're gonna have some interesting obstacles. Okay.
Yes,
And
we're gonna make that happen, Sean. Thank you so much.
And I will say for the increase and decrease of notoriety, we'll do it twice. So we'll have one instance where it increases in our there'll be a point where I'll roll a dice. If it's odds, it goes up, and if it's evens, it goes down. And we'll do that for pretty much at the end of every scene instead. And then at the end, we'll during the middle of the game, we'll do a reset for the notoriety, and I'm gonna pick. So let's see. We're gonna pick a number 1 through 5, and see which player has to reroll their highest die at some point in this game. So let's find out who. So Matty's number 1, and all the way to TK at 5, and at 6, it's gonna be a reroll. That's a 6, so it's a reroll. And that's a 5, TK. So at some point in this game, you're gonna have to reroll your highest die roll, and we'll find some fun with that. And Sean, you are also going to be added to a big special thank you page that once the final PDF is kind of released, called Guardians of. It's going to be a Guardians of Magic, and that's just for being in the credits for helping make this game possible in the future. And also, you can suggest an obstacle that the players must overcome when the notoriety reaches the maximum of 6.
Yeah.
And
Thank you so much, John.
and if you say I endorse sentient eating things that are food and are sentient and will eat us for it.
And also, I've added a picture of Mage's icon, so you can just click on that and go right to the page.
Oh, thank you. That
You're awesome.
And I'm gonna try not to move as much. I don't have a lot of leeway here.
I'm sorry, Matty. I didn't realize the.
I do feel quite narrow. Like when you're on that bus.
All right.
Are you sure we didn't accidentally say the wrong thing when we put powder in the fireplace?
No, I'm pretty sure we did. I'm pretty sure we did.
Probably.
Really right now. Huh.
Right. Okay. So so just so everyone knows, we're gonna start with the first scene. It is called The School Life. So this is just us as our characters in a scene together. Usually it's all of us together, or maybe some of us together. But we want everyone to be introduced as our characters, and we want to be able to roleplay as our characters. And where our school of choice is for this evening is Toadworts School of Magical Excellence.
Don't ask me how I got in here, guys. I don't know. Either.
Toadworts.
Because we're magical.
And that is exactly, Matty's response. Right? As soon as for the admissions department, it's like, so why? So what's your qualifications for this school?
I'm magical.
And they just look up.
I'm a cat.
And they just look up and go, right, okay. Yep, here's your acceptance letter, go!
Like you're shedding
My hair is
everywhere.
gorgeous.
Of course, I've been accepted.
Right.
You gotta have a redheaded dude in one of these things, right?
Oh yeah. Totally.
Okay, so so where would you all like to set the scene? Because we're all in different houses. Do you want to set it in like the Great Hall of this school?
Yeah.
Like
the
the
common
Where
area.
there's food.
where there's food? Yeah. Okay, so I would say it's like so let's set up the scene, everyone. Let's think about where we want to be. So it's like probably what, midday, or you want to go afternoon or morning?
I like afternoon time.
Yeah.
Mornings are terrible. Mornings should die. So
Morning is the best time
I'm
to
a cat, so I sleep like most of the day. So
You sleep like 16 hours the entire day, and it's
Like, somehow still gets A's in all of his classes, and you're like, how?
well, even better.
Yeah.
The assignments are actually arrive even when he's physically not there.
it's magic.
Okay, so we'll set it for like about afternoon, right around lunchtime. We'll probably do like let's say it's we'll say okay, so so jive with me here, everyone. So it's mid-afternoon. It's another typical day at Toadworts School of Magical Excellence. We're all probably just eating our lunch, and after a little while, we're probably just everyone's here. We're all just we're just trying to be civil and, well, civil as we can get, and just get through the day. And Falco is just gonna be, just kind of sitting on the corner of one of the long tables and is just feverishly writing something on a notepad. So what's everyone else doing?
Mm-hmm.
I come up to you. Hey there, what you writing about?
I'm just trying to write this new formula down.
Is there any way I can help?
Maybe. What do you?
Probably not. I'm not very smart, but
Okay. You think you want to try for a lore check, or you think you want to do it's gonna be I'm doing an alchemist an alchemy formula.
almost got alchemy. I almost took alchemy.
You almost
But
took alchemy.
I almost took alchemy.
I mean, you can if you want, you could still try to do a lore check.
You know what? I'll give alchemy a try anyway because
Okay.
it's dedication.
Yeah, totally. So roll a number of d6 equal to your dedication, and the notoriety right now is set to 2. So everybody who's looking on the screen, if you see this notoriety number, that's the difficulty that everyone has to minimum roll on one of their dice.
I got a 2, 4, and a 3.
So you got a 2. Minimum is a 2. So you got it. All right. And I'll say, because this is kind of an inconsequential scene, notoriety doesn't increase. I think everyone's kind of mutually agreed that there's nothing weird going on at all.
Not yet. No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
I
yet.
mean, we're just eating lunch.
Give us time.
You know.
Give us
Yeah,
time.
really.
Give us time.
Trust
Sure.
me, guys, it's gonna get weird here soon.
Probably. Okay.
It's gonna get weird.
So Rick, how do you help me, and what kind of solution do we end up with?
Well, I sit across the table from you and I look at the problems you're working on upside down. I take the pencil or quill, whatever that's in your hand, and I move it. I just wrap my hand around your hand and I move it so that we're writing together and we just finish out the problem, sort of.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. And then I'll just go, oh, that's amazing. I can't wait to try this out next week. Hopefully it doesn't blow up the potions lab again.
Oh, it might, but it's always good for a fun story around the fire.
Very true. Very true. All right, what's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna be. it's gonna look like I'm eating food, but really I'm attempting to make a bone into a sword.
Yeah, nothing awkward happened yet.
Not yet. Do you all feel that TK should roll for something for that?
I was
Yeah.
charms.
Ooh, charms. All right.
No, that's what gave me the idea. I was like, charms or transmutation.
Let's do charms, and we'll say this one, it could rise notoriety because it's very suspicious, and so it's quite suspicious. So what did you roll, TK?
4 and a 5.
All right, that's good. So you beat the 2, so that's all that matters. But notoriety is going to start increasing now, so it's now a 3.
Mage said, I said I would be the one to kill us all, not you.
Yes.
So
This is very true. You have forewarned us. You did forewarn us about this. It's going to be a thing. Oh boy, here we go. It's already started, folks. Our descent to madness has begun, and it's not even the end of the first scene. We're doomed. Okay, so that's happening. What's Matty? What are you and you or CA, or what are you two doing?
I didn't catch what house you're in, Mage.
Oh, I'm from the Emerald Serpent.
Oh, you're one of those people.
Matty, this is why I'm making a sword.
Ah, dude. So, and I, Kit, what was your character's name again?
Wait, so what did you do? I'm sorry.
What was your character's name, Kit?
Jenny Harper.
Jenny. That's it. Okay.
From the Sapphire Raven.
Yeah. Like we're like Sapphire Raven people, and so like
you're there and we're here.
Yeah, totally. So, I mean, we like knowledge and stuff, but like we're like weirdos.
It's the thing.
Well, except for the weirdo over there who's like trying to make a sword out of a bone.
Yeah, I'm not even hiding it. There's just a
it's just
laid out.
It's just
I'm
like
always
on the table. There's like a piece of
fascinated
cloth
by
there
the
just to
things
catch some of the
that he
scrapings.
does. Yeah. So I'm just kind of hanging out. I'm eating my lunch. I'm just kind of watching
Curiously.
the weirdo. Like he's so odd, but he's so nice too. There's something wrong with that. I don't know, man.
Oh man. All right, and CA, what else are you doing besides sitting there?
So what was the guy reading? It was for what subject?
For me,
Yeah.
I was actually writing a alchemy formula.
So I'm going to also be writing a formula because I think I can do it better than you.
Well. Well.
Love it.
Go ahead and roll for your alchemy. By the way, what kind of formula is it for?
I don't need to tell you my formula.
Damn,
You see
that's
it.
cold.
You need
Go
to
ahead.
know.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll for your dedication.
You'll see it when it's published.
Oh.
For my dedication. Okay, so I roll, and then do I add this number onto it?
Hmm.
So-
No, you just roll. You roll, and you just see if any of your dice are 3 or above.
Okay, it's 2.
So how much was your dedication in?
Dedication was 2. So my roll is 2, and the dedication's 2.
Oh, there should be 2 dice. You should be rolling 2
2 dice.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
It's,
No, that's
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
So I have a 3 and a 2.
Okay, so you beat the 3, so you're fine. So So
Of course I am.
so what happens when as you're writing this alchemy formula? What describe to us what this kind of looks like and how does it feel?
So I have like this scroll and I just roll it out. So it goes like 3 feet in front of me. And I make like the longest equation I possibly can so that you can see all of the writing that's there. That's what it looks like.
See, you show him.
Yeah.
And Falco just looks up and just goes, show off. and like
proud.
Rick, what's your character's name again?
Misar.
Oh, Misa. Okay, so
Misar.
Oh, Misar. I'm sorry. So
How dare you?
No longer friends.
No longer friends. No,
Oh, that ended
you should
quick.
be over here with us.
it's okay.
Yep.
Come to the Ravens. We have cookies.
Do you?
Yeah, we do.
I
And
wish our
Nordic
common room
fish.
had cookies.
Yeah, well.
Just gonna look up like, wait, cookies? What?
He likes cookies.
Go back to your bone.
Go back to your bone sword. Okay. So I think we're good with this scene. I think we've all adequately introduced ourselves. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's about time to go take a nap.
Yeah. That's an excellent transition. Okay. So we'll move on to the next scene. So I'll let someone else describe a scene and pick a scene and set us up. So does anyone want to volunteer, or or you prefer if I roll for it?
Oh,
Wanna
that's right. I
volunteer?
should probably have that other.
So I
thing.
just set the scene. That's all I do.
Yeah, you set the scene, and
Okay, I
I'll
can
help,
do
and
that.
we'll, and it's us all putting input into, like, the more you put into it, the more in details into the scene we get. So everybody's allowed to participate and definitely help bring that around. But somebody
Okay.
if somebody could start it up for us, and we could start brainstorming that scene together.
Okay, so we can leave this area, right?
Oh yeah, you could choose anywhere.
Okay. Let's do that.
So this is the whispers.
Yeah, so this is like, we're probably going to be somewhere. We're probably going to hear about a rumor, or we're going to hear about or we're going to hear somebody chatter about some kind of ancient legend of some very potentially dangerous thing that we probably should just leave alone. But lords know that we want to either get it or save it, or find out more about it, or touch it.
Something weird is happening in the basement, and we have to look at it.
Hey, I've got a bone sword.
Well, I know. TK's response is, "I got a bone sword."
Mystery.
Oh man. All right. So I'm going to pick the classroom.
Okay. All right. So C is picking a classroom. Is there a particular classroom you would like to?
The alchemy class.
Alchemy class. Yep.
Excuse me.
That's exactly where I'm going.
Okay.
I hate alchemy class.
This is like my best subject.
Yep.
So the teacher is currently teaching different equations for alchemy. And something's really weird about that. And Death, you got a donation.
Oh.
Hey.
Huzzah!
Something's really off about the teacher. He's got kind of like a tick going on, and that's never really been a thing. The equations seem a little bit off. The class doesn't seem to really notice too much because they're busy, drawing in their books or chewing gum or throwing notes at each other. So they don't really notice, but we know something's weird.
Does this teacher have a name, or should I just make one
Make
up?
one up. Make it up as we go.
Excuse me, Miss Merriweather. Are you alright?
You look a little weird. Just saying.
Probably not a good thing to say to a teacher.
You're not a good thing to say to a teacher.
Oh God.
I have oil catch.
you see this paper? It just catches on fire by itself, and we're just like, oh God.
Lame.
someone just pulls out the extra flammable paper, and as soon as they pull it out, it just lights up on fire, and they're just like, well.
God.
She smells weird too. I don't know what's going on. I can smell her from here.
That's true.
Because I'm a cat.
And you have like super senses.
I do.
You do.
It's a curse.
First to be perfect.
Like the guy with the bone.
Mm-hmm.
He has devoured in 3 days.
Ed Falco's just gonna be probably gonna have his foot up on the desk and probably be taking a nap because it's an easy class.
Huh. Called a show off.
Yeah. Thinks he's so smart.
So smart.
I mean, you and him are both really smart. I'm barely passing this class, so
I'm apparently passing it upside down. So
If you weren't so into bones, I would have tutored you. Okay, you've
Hey.
received a donation. Hmm.
hey, at least my older siblings didn't get into a fight with a turkey.
It was one time. And I give you like the saltiest look ever.
You always bring that up.
Yeah, like it's old. news.
Find another thing.
Yeah, like
Falco's like, you want to find something?
Yes.
Well, it's not a turkey this time, I'll tell you that.
Really?
Yes, I swear it's not a turkey this time.
You
Well, that's
sparked my
disappointing. I love
curiosity.
turkeys.
Well, I don't know if I want to talk about it. I only heard it from my father recently.
well, why bring it up then?
Well, I don't want to die.
It's something you don't want to tell us, but we don't want to die. Great.
Oh, I mean, you're all expendable.
At
Red
that,
shirt.
Really?
at that, I'm just going to.
I'll remember this.
Just
There's
slight-
a telltale
Writing it down
game
in my
a notification pops up says, "See or remember this."
I'm going to accidentally knock over a thing of invisible ink onto your notebook.
Ah!
Oh, I'm so sorry. Your notebook must have been expendable.
Bird!
And I kind of weasel over to Jenny. Can I recopy some of those notes?
You're a little close. God, it's like you don't understand space either.
Yeah, I'm inching literally into your face.
I'm gonna climb around to the other side of her and just be trying to hear something out of her ear that he's like if he's talking into this ear, I'm on this ear, trying to hear something come out of it.
Feel like space is important. I mean, it's tough to be this popular. I mean, really, such a hard life I have.
Well,
I guess you can copy my notes. That's fine.
Life
Oh,
is really
excellent.
rough, guys.
But anyways, I had heard that there is a magical device somewhere in this school that lets because the school is able to keep itself financed indefinitely, and the way they do that is they actually create these golden threads that they sell.
So you're saying that they manufacture
thread?
gold?
Yes, golden threads.
Huh.
And I
That
want.
would be fun.
That for?
Well,
I love playing with thread.
Yes, my quotes, remember.
I mostly just want some just so I can start my startup.
Your startup.
Yeah.
What are you starting up?
I'm starting up this this little business venture of mine that basically involves selling edible snakes.
Aren't
Edible
all snakes
snakes.
edible?
All snakes are edible,
No, but now they actually don't taste like snake.
but snake tastes good.
Do they taste like chicken?
What's the point then?
But snake does taste like chicken, so
It does taste like chicken.
Why would I?
And I am a cat person. Thank you. Yeah. I'm a Weasley cat.
So, I like your idea of your startup. I got your notes. Where exactly is this golden thread?
Well, I only know that it's somewhere in this school. It's hidden, and that's all I know. But I do know that that there is a device that makes these golden threads.
So it's a device. And the school's not supposed to have it? Like it's
Well, it's how they manage to support themselves financially and never get into any sticky situations.
Another donation for DeathByMage.
Oh boy.
I'm going. You just see. I reach into my my inner pocket. I take out a notebook, flip it open. Is find golden threads. Burn down
Got a
outside.
memory like
building.
a parrot.
I mean
Such a-
Buy more lamp.
No. That's fabulous. We're too tired. I love it. That's amazing.
I know, we're all so tired.
That's been my running gag all weekend, and it's not going to end until after this game.
Oh, I can't wait to sleep tomorrow. Or today. Yeah, tomorrow, technically. I can't wait to sleep tomorrow and, wake up tomorrow and just go, all right, now it's time to actually start working again.
Next stream. Let's do this.
Okay.
well. So there's this device somewhere in the school. That's interesting, I think.
Did anyone else hear anything interesting lately?
I've heard that they're hidden corridor. We all know the hidden corridors, but there are some that are yet to be discovered. Maybe it's hidden in one of those. Like the library has one. Stumbled across it when I was looking for a book on transmutation. The book was useless, seeing as half the pages were missing. Apparently, it got attacked a few years back.
Oh,
you're talking about the tunnel that you can get in from in the transmutation section? Yeah, I know all the tunnels.
You should. Did you see anything interesting down there? Because I was trying to get back there, but unfortunately, without that book, I couldn't get the door open.
Well,
and this is canonical, like Matty's character's literally eating as he's thinking and talking.
I'm really good with doors.
what were we talking about?
We're looking for golden
We're
thread.
looking for spools of thread.
Right, the thread. I love threads.
I just have a question. If thread is the output, what's the input?
Oh,
I don't know.
philosophy. Such a good subject.
Oh,
I don't know.
what are they turning into gold?
Well,
Wait, how does your papa know about this?
Well, he's an accountant.
He's an accountant wizard,
Thread accountant?
Yes.
or are you like or is he a muggle of some sort?
No, I am so totally it is a wizard accountant.
I mean, my parents go to him. They won't give me any bleeping money, but they go to his dad.
I'm sure his dad is ripping your parents off.
Makes you feel any better.
and you notice that that Falco has like much nicer like attire than
From the serpent house.
Oh,
So wait, can we get expelled for this? Because that's like a no-go for me. Like,
I'm sure if
Oh,
hey, we
destroying
get-
the school's means of financial stability won't get us expelled.
They would never
that's
expel
like
you.
Right?
Well, okay, they want to expel you guys. I have no qualms about being
Oh,
expelled.
Sword Boy? Yeah, they totally expel Sword Boy.
I've been trying to get expelled for 6 months.
We know.
Hmm.
It's failed every time.
Impressively too.
I mean, like, your uncle's the headmaster, so
Hold on.
Yeah, I
It's-
know. It's a real
it's just not gonna happen. You just gotta deal with it, homie. You're supposed to be a wizard at some point,
A for
You know.
trying.
if you try.
I could try, but then, I prefer much more of the making just things blow up.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that could be wizard-like.
You know, not everything about wizardry is about blowing things up with fire and lightning.
What?
Yeah, you can
No,
also,
but
but you
when
can
you
use
can
ice.
knock something off the shelf from across the room. Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, that urn you knocked over. Not cool, man. Not cool.
Well, I mean, it's what I do, dude. It's my MO. I'm a cat.
You're just a cat. Are you a cat with a hat?
No, I am a cat with fierce orange hair. Okay.
So I would like to know more about this thread that you have heard about. But first, there's something I must do.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to the back closet in the room and just grab a bunch of random things. And
dear. And?
I'm going to roll an alchemy roll to see if I can actually do what I want to do.
Oh
Okay.
dear.
So wait, my question now is, does this in any way, shape, or form,
It does not explode. It does not harm anyone.
so there's no pressing danger, and there's and okay, fine.
It's actually the assignment.
Oh, well, that's fine.
And I failed it horribly.
Aw.
The assignment, let's say the assignment's, okay, make this forever ink. I end up making the bottles disappear.
Oh.
Like, well, I'm really good at turning stuff invisible.
Well, that's true. But you did fail the roll, which you know what that means, TK.
Oh.
So for those, so everyone who wants to know, TK and CA had actually run a playtest before of this game. So this is actually a newer version of the game. And whenever you fail any trait roll or spell roll, the notoriety naturally will increase. So now we have to roll and have one of our dice at least be a 4 in there. Yay!
Thanks, TK.
Wow. Great. My alchemy assignment just got so much harder. I don't know how that happened.
You never do homework.
Don't worry, if you need some help, I'll be right here
I
for
don't
you.
have to do homework.
We're still confused on how you pass all of your classes better than her.
It's magic.
I
It's
just
magic.
I just think and I know things. So
It's it's in my blood. All my
mhm.
all of my brothers and sisters go here. You know it.
How many brothers and sisters you have here?
13.
He's a cat.
I'm a cat.
It's like Falco just thinks to himself, "Why did I ask that question?"
Hey, I've learned from many years of being here, it's best not to ask questions you don't want the answer to. Like, going up to Jenny one day and asking, "What are you working on?" And her looking at me, "It's none of your business." And then the next thing I know, I wake up in the hospital wing. I have no idea how I got there.
No, you don't.
Every time. It's sort of the same
okay.
thing. I ask for notes and I still can't seem to remember them.
You have that problem? Anybody else here have that problem when they get notes from Jenny? That all of a sudden can't remember getting the note.
Okay, but all right.
Or-
So we were talking about red stuff, but why is the teacher? Why is she acting weird, and why does she smell funny?
Yeah.
I
Maybe-
don't get the smell, but I do notice her acting weird.
Well, I mean,
Up with the face.
if you went up to her face, you'd probably smell it.
It's
But
just
I
not
mean,
happening.
I can smell it here. Oof.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to her and go and smell her face.
So what do you what do you smell? What do you smell, Rick? What do you smell?
Hang on, I've got to drag a chair behind me because I'm so small. I'm only like a foot tall, and so I climb up on the chair, and she's just like standing there, like, "What are you doing?" And so I just like, it smells like sour milk with
Oh.
valerian root. So like the sweaty sock sour milk thing. I'm like, and I turned to, what's your name, Matty?
Bubba.
Bubba. Okay.
Of course it
Okay,
is.
Bubba. I turned to
Bubba
Bubba.
Millington.
Yellington. Weasley.
Weasley.
Oh,
I see what you're
God.
saying now. She does smell a wee bit weird.
Deb,
No
you
offense.
received
I
another
have no idea what she's talking
Jesus.
about. She's so weird.
Oh yeah, I just saw that. Yeah. Thank
Shit.
you, Eternal Totem.
Great name.
So I hop down off the chair and I drag it back. Hey guys, she does smell weird.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
told
My
you.
told
Sonic
ya.
in chat. I love that. It's a rare potion called Long Island iced tea.
I would like that potion.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
I'll take a few of those.
So, when you come back, I'm like, so what did you smell?
It was like,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. I
And-
totally get it.
She's
Right?
so
I
good with
totally get it.
words.
Yeah, that's the look of like
Uh,
sour
no,
milk,
okay.
right?
I look at
And
I'm like,
sweaty
so,
socks.
Yes, like that valerian root, right?
Yes.
See, I knew that look as soon as she gave it.
And
Yeah. It's a gift.
Falco slams his quill down, which is actually very silent because it's a feather. And he just
Because
goes,
it's a feather.
and he just goes, we should not be able to. We should not have to tolerate this this weirdness and this strangeness, and also this horrifying smell.
like, well, I have a plan.
Oh, you
And
do?
you see, like,
Oh,
Yes.
you see the teacher's stomach begin to move.
Like,
No, 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 no,
my plan involves two things. One of them is a we
no.
need a
Sword.
bucket of water.
I don't like where this is going already.
I don't know.
I
if that-
don't
Let's
like
try
the
number two
idea
with
of a
that.
bucket of water. But go on.
What's plan B?
Well, if I see your stomach moving, once we see your stomach moving, like, okay, new plan. Someone go get the nurse, and Bubba, you tackle her.
Get her, Ray.
That's the plan. We're going to tackle her.
Well, I mean, it was a solid plan.
And then what? What do we do then?
And
Yeah.
where does this bucket of water come in?
and then Falco just comes around the corner with the bucket of water. You mean this bucket of water?
Bucket
Yo,
of-
yo, 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 yo. Stay. Cool, cool.
Tip off my friend with that butter. Oh, the butter.
The bucket of, somehow Jenny magically
With the
turns
Oh,
water.
is it butter?
Water.
Oh, if
Turns
it's
it into
butter, bring it
butter.
here.
A bucket of butter, definitely. I'm all game. Yeah.
Okay, it's a bucket of butter now.
I don't even know how they managed that. But
I will bounce up and I will stick my face in it.
In the butter?
Well, yeah,
Ah,
I like
He's a cat.
he's
So-
a cat.
Because,
Hmm.
you know, facials happen in all alchemy.
So was that really the 3-foot long formula was to convert water into butter?
Yes.
Wow.
Boom.
I mean,
Nailed it.
by the way, Falco, I'm just gonna
This is
pour
fantastic butter.
sprinkle powder over your notebook. I figured out how to cure
I know.
invisibility a while ago.
I churned
Oh.
it.
Yes!
You know, I
With
should really
matching.
apply myself to school. It'd be too easy though. So anyway, about this teacher and why you had him bring us butter.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was going to be water, and now it's all butter. And he's holding it. Falco's holding it, and Bubba's just like face planted into it already.
Who
It's
doesn't
alchemy.
love butter.
Does this still work with your plan or no?
Oh, do you
We
still
got-
want me to tackle her? Because like,
Well, there's Plan B.
Let's
I could do
tackle
that.
her.
And because Falco's just like, look, it's not like we're gonna, base her in butter.
why
Yeah.
not?
I mean,
I mean, whatever comes out is going to be and we'll have butter.
so what we'll do is, Bubba, you hit her high. I'll hit her low, and Falco will just stand there with the butter, ready to, just dunk it on her head.
Well, it's not really a dunking thing.
Breathe.
I mean, butter
like,
just doesn't
Stick
dunk.
it on her head.
Well,
she'll-
not unless you melt it.
We could melt the butter first. And then when it's hot, throw it on top of our
By the way,
teacher
if anyone wants to know, scalding hot butter is not a pleasant experience.
and see what happens.
Butter and butter the
This
teacher.
has gotten wildly out of
This is
hand. Oh
very
my
awkward.
Falco just goes, this reminds me of the turkey incident all over again.
Yeah, and I heard how that ended. So I'm gonna approach a teacher like so. Just like circle my finger on my stomach. Like what's you okay? You know, look like something was trying to gnaw its way out of you.
Her eyes roll back into her head.
And
I jumped
Fall
on her.
backwards, exorcist style.
Okay, I will say for the tackling, Matty, go ahead and roll bravery.
Okay.
And
okay.
there is a chance for I think we can all agree that there's a chance for failure and terrible things that can happen.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
So notoriety will increase after this roll.
Aw, man.
I got a 6.
There you go.
Yes.
So yeah, I tackle her,
Okay.
Students start
And-
leaving at this point, I'm sure.
and I'm like, why? Why do you smell like that?
I like Bubba. That never mind. Anyway, what's going on with the stomach thing, Teach?
Now, we're not trying to imply that you're pregnant or that we think you're pregnant or anything like that or that you need to lose weight, but
Well, sure, if you were pregnant, I wouldn't tackle you. I'm not an idiot
But, like,
or a
something's
monster.
Also, it looks like it's trying to eat its way out of your stomach. So
Yeah.
Is that a mouse in there?
Ooh.
do we have anything? No.
Uh,
Great talking.
No, TK. No.
No.
No,
Yep.
no.
I stopped myself.
For the children.
Yeah. So I
The
stopped myself.
children, folks. Come
There are
on.
children.
So you
Donate
lift-
so I will not do stupid stuff like this, please.
you lift the oh, please donate to
Please
us.
keep donating.
I would like to to see if there's anything I would know regarding magical creatures that would eat from your insides.
I was going to do the same thing. Oh my
Go
gosh.
for it.
Okay, so I was gonna roll, like, put my hand on her stomach and, like, see if I could, like, sort of like you do at a prenatal session, you kind of, like, feel out a baby. See if I can, like, feel out a
So
shape
weird.
of, like, a
We
creature.
have to do this
or
more
something.
often.
Can I do that?
Yes.
Is this something I can do? Okay,
Oh, yes.
so I've
We
got
do it all here on the Thread
3
Readers stream.
in magical, and I got a 6.
Nice.
Very nice.
So what do I feel, CA?
On the inside, you feel a tiny hand that reaches back at you. as you touch the stomach. And you know that this is a butterstrocity.
A butterstrocity.
Yes.
I believe we'll be needing that butter.
What is it?
And I'll be over there, and you'll see me with the bucket of butter over a hot flame. And he looks, and Falco just shouts, "It's not ready yet. It still hasn't melted."
Okay, so then can I do lore to see if I know what a butterstrocity is?
Sure.
Sure. Let me think about that.
That sounds like something we can entertain. So you need to roll a 5, by the way, Rick.
A 6.
Yeah.
Yes.
Butterstrocity. What is that exactly?
Well, it has a hand.
You know
at
that
least
as
one.
a tiny monster
Okay.
who seeks out the prey of those who eat high cholesterol foods.
Wait a minute, that's all of us.
It starts off really small, like a tick size. And when you digest it, it burrows in your stomach lining and nests there, feeding off of anything you eat with butter. Butterstrocity.
That is the most terrifying monster ever crafted for this game.
Oh, gosh.
I'm gonna, when
Descriptions and...
so you tell us what this is, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I am then.
And by the way, that's because Jenny's character actually has the entire book of, and it's the compendium of monstrosities, and it's like literally on the B's, and it's like towards the end, it's just like it's alphabetical, so it's like butterstrocity, which is before breadstrocity, which is and it's definitely before catastrophe.
I'm just gonna walk over to Jenny. And
Hey, don't look at me when you say catastrophe. Okay?
like, so that whole thing on we've had our differences, and you guys always give me crap for the making things into random weapons, but I have rope.
Are you hitting on me?
No, that comes later.
It sounds like he's hitting
It
on you.
does sound like that.
I need your help.
I have rope. I mean,
No, I need your help with the rope. I can't tie knots.
Everyone uses that line. I'm just saying. It's an original.
I need you to help me move Bubba so we can tie her up so the butterstrocity thing doesn't kill us all.
You
Does
want
the
me to tie up Bubba?
I can move myself. I'm.
Yeah, but when you move, that butter thing is probably gonna go after you first.
So we're tying
You stuck
Bubba
your
to the
fancy-
teacher?
What?
This
The
plan
teacher
has gone
this
off
time.
so
Boys.
far.
I'm like, you
Oh,
guys
man.
are crazy.
Yes.
I am going to go take a nap.
Right now,
He's a cat.
the
I've been up
butterstrocity
for
is
20
coming.
minutes. Tired.
That's a lot for a cat person.
Okay. So,
Cat person.
as you're leaving Bubba, like, hey, can you do me a favor? Could you, as you're walking down the hall, just occasionally eschew a picture or two?
Of me?
Yeah.
No, of the anybody in the school, teachers, the headmaster, maybe scratch the hell out of a few of his pictures. Yeah.
You trying to drive so mad?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm feeling a little crazy.
I'll do that. Yeah, that sounds good. I like that.
Cool. I'll get you some of that nip stuff that I keep hearing Caps like. Never got that.
That's like illegal, and that'll get us.
It's not illegal. Shush. Don't stop. Never like to have fun. Ugh.
And Falco eventually shouts, "All right, the butter is ready."
All right, so
Let's do
what
this.
does the book say to do with this butter now?
Wait, butter? What?
We have to drown it out of her system.
Wait, so are you telling me we have to pour butter on her?
She has
Or-
to drink the butter.
Down her gullet, like,
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a
God.
Are you
thing.
sure
now
that
we
drinking
like
all that butter
images
won't
of-
kill her before this thing will?
I don't know.
Nope,
It might.
I've got a plan.
Oh no. Does
I'm
it
just gonna
involve
walk
water
behind-
because we already
No,
said
I'm gonna go behind the teacher's desk, just open it up and get out a funnel used for measuring things.
I knew you were gonna get. Oh
You were
man,
brilliant.
you and I, man.
Like this will work. I
Hmm.
just need somebody to hold her head. I'll hold the funnel. Falco, you pour the butter, and where did? Oh yeah, Bubba's gone take a nap.
No, I'm standing in the doorway watching this now because I'm like,
Oh, Bubba, you stand there, and if anybody comes around, scratch their face.
you're
I can get
you're not the
behind that
boss of me.
Yeah, you're not the boss of him.
Hey,
He's the
go,
boss of him.
Go to my
Right.
room.
Uh,
Go to my room later. Look on the third drawer to the left. There's catnip.
Well, if that ain't a
you
motivator.
just make a sale in my presence.
I sound like
I'm not paying him anything.
I made a broad statement to a room full of colleagues.
I'm not gonna leave money or anything.
Just take care of those pictures. We'll be fine.
I mean, does anybody else have a better plan?
No, please.
Unfortunately, no.
Bone sword.
Well, I was gonna. Falco returns with like a giant French loaf. I was just figured that was a good idea at the time.
Wait. Look, like Kitty, can you look up Breadstrocity?
Yeah. It's right here. Open and plops the book in front of you. I will say for that the Breadstrocity, it's basically a giant sourdough loaf with arms and like gashing teeth, and it says that it is a natural predator for Butterstrocities.
Butterstrocities, like
Butter.
Butterstrocity, sorry.
Yeah,
Very
Butterstrocity is a
that's a whole
totally different thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that, and then you're like, Falco's like, oh wait, I'm sorry, Butterstrocity is before butter.
Okay, you had me confused there for a minute. I was like, wait.
Yeah.
No, I remember facing one of those in class, and it didn't really look like bread. It smelled horrible.
Like our teacher? Pretty
No, much
This-
worse.
Much worse.
different. What is it with people's beef with sourdough? I don't get it. I love sourdough.
I like it with like spinach dip.
Always.
Sourdough
Or
is
clam
my
chowder.
favorite bread.
Sourdough goes great on with paninis. That's
Yes, it
the only way
does.
can
Yeah.
Now I'm really
No,
hungry.
like a beef
Yeah,
with
I am
sourdough. Oh my
starving.
I
right
wish
now.
we had it to dip in this butter.
No.
So,
Totally go for that right now.
so
Oh, you know, be really good in that butter right now.
Butterstrocity.
Lobster.
Oh, this woman's like dying.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like I'm gonna look down at the teacher. 1 sec, we'll save you. And I'm just gonna
drowning
shove the funnel into her mouth.
Uh-huh.
Oh no,
Oh,
this is
never
going to go
good.
horribly wrong.
Probably.
We'll forward what happens
and-
for the stream.
What,
It works.
what happens is everything works out, and
Yes.
TK has to roll up a new character because old TK went to jail for
For murder. Yeah.
for reasons.
For reasons. No.
I mean,
Poor Death. I don't
no.
think he expected this.
Oh no, I expected this. I totally expected this because after our last couple of play tests, I've accepted this, which is why I embraced the way I designed the rules. Because I was like, I'm gonna cater the rules to fit for the random chaotic madness that is about to ensue.
That is TK.
Mage is as
We
exhausted as
did
we are.
it.
Yeah. So wait, you're pouring the butter over in the teacher's mouth.
Yep.
I'll
Down her throat, just like glug glug glug.
I'll say okay. So everyone, give me an opinion. Do you think TK should roll bravery or dedication for that?
Dedication.
If concentrating and pouring butter in.
Say dedication,
Pretty
yeah.
dedicated to do
Okay. So TK, good luck. You have to beat a 5 or 6. Great job.
so. No problem. You got it.
This can only end horribly.
Double sixes.
Double 6s. All right, folks. That's
Way.
first instance of a critical success.
Oh my goodness.
I was afraid it was going to be double ones.
Yeah, well, you know, a certain somebody had a very miraculous moment of rolling 3 ones some time ago.
Yeah,
That-
it's my turn this time.
that prompted it prompted add additions to the rule because I didn't think mathematically it would actually happen.
I was like, what do I do? He's like, I don't know.
It's only one in 93 million chance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, which is why I didn't think it was ever gonna happen.
He said it. He was like, oh, 3 ones. Boom, rolled. No.
All right, TK, for the new rules for the critical success, you do go ahead and narrate. You have narrative control of this. So
Okay, so as I'm kind of like shoveling the butter, like pouring it down, I'm just looking at it like, this butter's hardening awful fast.
Oh.
Like, I got an idea. I'm going to reach into my back pocket
Become
and
a
take out
mhm.
take out a non-magical item known as it's a flip top lighter from Bippo.
Mhm.
Just strike it on the teacher's desk and just melt the butter with it as I keep pouring it down. Like snap it closed like you didn't see anything. Put it away. Like, Teach, how you feeling? You okay? You had a butter monster. You might want to go to the nurse. Is her eyes open and just the look of I will murder you? Like, so I'm gonna go now. These are my friends. Bye.
Oh.
I leave.
I'm gonna grab. I was gonna say I'm grabbing Bubba as I go. Like, hey, that thing. Go grab that now. I'm going to go to the grounds and hide.
I want you to know that the fact that I'm leaving it does not mean that I had anything to do with this. I hope you feel better soon.
And Falco's just gonna casually just walk on and just say, "My father will hear about this."
Jenny, what are you gonna do?
I guess I'll leave. Everyone else is. It's fine.
The teacher
I'm
just
going
looks
to
at-
leave like directions on how she can save herself with her, and then I'm just gonna go out.
You like
and
leave
go.
you leave like you leave like almost like a doctor's prescription
Like a
of like
prescription.
yeah
Can't really read.
yeah you can even better. No, even better. See, you write it in an ancient language that nobody else has read in like 2,000 years.
No, it's like you wrote it. You write it in ancient Sumerian and Sanskrit. It's all Sanskrit.
No, it's Comic Sans in cuneiform.
Yeah, 3 times a day, you'll be fine.
Next thing you know, I'm walking the grounds and you see the janitor posting a sign, alchemy teacher wanted. Like,
So, yeah, and when you guys leave the classroom, you see a lot of the pictures are all skewed.
Just kind of working myself as I walk past them. Just, you can do this. You can do this.
And there's a vase that's all broken on the floor.
I sit down and I try and like start to put it back together. Just like,
Totally.
Ah, I love it. love
but I
it.
have no glue.
You got magic.
Oh yeah.
You won't need
I swear, these tortoise kids.
We're a little slow on the uptake.
I'm just trying to get kicked out, but you know. When you have friends like Jenny who makes you forget she gave you notes, and Falco who for some reason keeps telling me his father's going to hear about things, but I never talked to his dad. And you know, Bubba who multiple times shreds my curtains because I don't have candy in Halloween.
Well, you're not supposed to have curtains. It's not been shredded. You know, don't like have stuff. 'Cause, you know.
What?
Just
Don't have stuff. Because like I'm a cat, I'm gonna like ruin it.
Knock it off the shelf.
I'm gonna
Oh my
scratch
God,
it
that's
up. I'm gonna knock things over.
Yep.
And then
typical
that
cat person
thing that you
shenanigans.
really like, like I'm gonna throw up on it.
That's why my room just has a bunch of drawers in it and a bed.
Did you throw up in it?
No, because Bubba threw up at all the stuff.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay. I mean, okay, if that's your thing.
To each his own, but
Hey. I got a funny tummy, okay?
It is sensitive.
Does it want to be? Do you want us to pet the tummy?
Don't
You
fall
want
for
us
it,
to
it's a
pet
trap.
you awkwardly in the
Yes.
hallway?
You can pat my tummy.
I pet the tummy.
I'm not sure we're
You
allowed to
can
do
pat
that.
my tummy.
Fair?
It's so fluffy.
Do you want to pat my tummy, Falco?
Falco cautiously goes over and
Cautiously.
and he just wonders to himself for a while. I feel like I'm gonna regret this decision somehow. And I pet Bubba's tummy.
Before you do, I go, ah!
Ah! Ah! I totally regret this decision.
Don't touch my tummy.
A carrier, like a carrier bird of some sort, like a carrier penguin shows up. And it's like there's a note for Falco attached to it.
What does the note say?
When you open it, Falco, it says "Told you so." Underneath it, TK.
And I'm gonna jump up and grab the bird.
VT,
snack
thank you
on
for
it.
the donation.
Thank you.
Artistry.
I was gonna say I think they voted. I think the VT. Yep, I just got the notification. All right, and that was for $12 to reset it. So we're gonna reset the.
Oh,
We're gonna reset notoriety.
yes. Thanks.
Okay,
Woohoo!
I'm down.
You're super close to our next goal.
Next.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
where should we go from here, ladies and gentlemen?
Where are we? We're all just like in the hall, aren't we?
I'm outside. I was like, you know what?
Oh,
I'm giving the cat catnip. I am going outside. Apparently, our teacher's dead.
Oh, she's not dead. I gave her instructions.
And Falco is frivolously writing a note to his father about the shenanigans that happened today, and how much he had to suffer, and how he almost died to butter.
And I'm gonna walk up and I'm just gonna like knock his glass of water next to him, like jerk.
One butterstrocity and everyone gets upset.
Not upset, just very, very confused.
Yeah. Well, it happened.
Now, I still don't understand what was in that.
Butter.
What is that?
Yeah, so just a quick recap on the rules, everybody. So the notoriety determines the difficulty of all the rolls for all the players whenever they do an action. So if the notoriety is at a 2, their dice roll, anything that they roll for their dice, it has to be at least a 2 or more as their results. And going up to a notoriety of 6 results in a not so pleasant obstacle to occur. And it could be any number of things, whether it be something suggested by you folks or something horribly suggested by ourselves, because we hate ourselves.
I
Book,
don't.
turkey,
I love myself.
stairwell. I can just name 3 off the top of my head that Dak, me, and CA suggested on each other.
I won't lie. Like if TK had failed that roll earlier, I think we would all have said, "Yeah, we're gonna have to fight that butter monster, aren't we?"
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was half
Yeah.
expecting it.
I was kind of too. I was like, "Oh, well, we managed to prevail against that. That's good."
Oh yeah, that's right.
Can we just eat it though?
One fusion's right.
True.
My highest roll would have to be re-rolled.
Oh yeah, one fusion was like you mentioned that TK's highest roll would be re-rolled, right? Yeah. Well, so I think for the next scene, everybody, I think we're gonna have to do that to TK.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do that for the next scene. Thanks for thanks for reminding us, One Fusion. I didn't forget. I just was like wondering when we should do it. So,
Yeah.
but we were already in a tense moment anyway. So failure was like pretty high on us against us anyways.
Right.
You know, because rolling a 5 or a 6 is not already hard enough. All right. So where were we in this scene?
What, did we finish the scene now?
I think we
'Cause we're
can
out of the
finish.
concert.
Yeah, I think we can finish the
Yes.
scene. You think we all? Is
that
everyone?
scene is so over.
You're writing the letter. Maddie's chilling. TK went to jail. I'm proud of myself. Rick is hype.
She's fixing vases.
Very excited with the puzzle vase.
Now I remembered that I had magic.
like
so long ago.
like you were putting it all together very intricately with no
Yeah.
glue or anything,
Ridiculous
and
process.
at one point like one piece was misplaced and it fell over and you just went, oh right.
Yeah, it's like, no, now we have to start all over.
Oh,
That's a wand.
did you freeze?
Uh-oh.
Oh no,
Oh,
you
no.
froze.
Wand! Oh,
There we
Oh
go.
yes, you're
Yeah.
back.
You're back.
Perfect.
back. All
Yeah.
you guys froze too.
Yeah, you're back.
You're
now.
back. You froze a little bit on us.
Yeah, it says my internet connection is unstable.
It's
Oh,
okay.
no.
Don't
The
worry.
butterstrocity at it again.
That happens.
Are you sure it's not the cableosity that it's happening again?
Let me look up C.
And you look up cablestrocity and it's actually like a giant globe with like rings around it and also has like thousands of cables just etching through it and you're just going, right, close.
I know how we're going to defeat this. How? Rips the set, just intricately cuts that section out of the book. Goes to the fireplace. It's defeated.
That was the nicest 22 ever.
Oh yeah, folks, we are out of it. Woo!
Most of us on this stream right now have been very active in trying to
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
yeah.
I can't
Mage,
wait to watch this.
CA, Matty, and I have all been up since Friday, very early in the morning, doing extra life stuff. I think
I'm the only one who got at least a little bit more sleep. I got like
I did-
I think I got a combined total of 8 hours of sleep.
Do monsters count as sleep?
No.
I slept
so
last night. It was on the schedule. I slept last night.
I just got that. I mean, we've been playing a lot of like D&D and stuff, and I was like, monsters? No, that doesn't make sense. Monsters. Yeah, apparently I need another monster. It's because I like Rockstar. Yeah.
I just do the
Here's
terrible
the
thing of
facts,
espresso
Matt.
and Coca-Cola because I just really hate myself.
I had McDonald's deliver me 3 of those iced coffees earlier between streams. like how much espresso to add? I can only add 4. That's all you let me do.
Yeah, that before you have to sign a waiver because there's a good chance you might die.
I haven't died yet.
No, I haven't either, which is surprising. All right. So we're gonna move on to the next scene. Does anybody want to set up the next scene, or do we want to roll for it?
What's the next scene?
The next scene's kind of like the rabbit hole scene. So this is like where basically the mystery kind of deepens, or we find out we try to learn more about what the heck happened.
To either the teacher or this golden thread.
Right.
I kind of have an idea, I think.
Okay. Go ahead.
That
Go
might
for it.
be worth doing, maybe.
Yeah, go for it. So set the scene, kind of, tell us where we are, what we're all doing,
So we're all outside. We just like ran out one of the side doors, and there's this great expanse of lawn. And so Bubba, being where he is, man, is just like laying on the grass looking at the stars. And so we're all just like in various places around this lawn, and there's this very subtle humming kind of in the atmosphere that you can almost feel and hear at the same time. It's like this vibration that's in the air.
Ooh.
Oh, in the air.
That's like going through, and you can't quite tell where it's coming from.
Feel that? Or is it the nip?
I'm gonna look at Bubba like, Bubba. I mean, I help you out. You help me out. I told you don't give Jenny any more nip.
I feel nipped.
Dude,
Do you feel it?
be cool.
Bubba actually feels it and hears it stronger than everyone else.
Because I'm a cat.
I'm gonna look at you regularly. So I plug in a theremin.
Say that again?
Did somebody
What?
plug in a theremin? Yeah,
Yes.
it's one of those musical devices
No, I know what a theremin is.
You just pull one out?
She's a theremin. That's cool. Like, this is why we're
love
friends.
Star Trek.
Like the air is vibrating.
Yes.
That is so weird.
You totally nipped me again, didn't you, Bubba?
I totally did. Ah!
I told you. I
you
don't want to
need
get
to,
expelled.
Never
like
without
Jones.
consent, Bubba.
I can
Consent is
spell
just a word.
expelled.
Don't worry, Jenny. I'll fix it.
I don't ask for
Yeah.
consent. I'm a cat.
Expelled.
Ouch.
Expelled.
Jenny, I'll fix things.
You're
I-
fixing things now?
Yeah. How do you think you haven't gotten kicked out this time?
Because you know somebody who knows somebody. Who
I
knows
just
somebody.
figured it was because nobody wanted to mess with you with a bone sword.
I bet you saw something.
I reach into my pants like I have keys.
Oh, well.
I
Bubba,
just
look. You love keys.
I love keys.
The keys start vibrating in your hand. Like
like,
very, very gently.
huh.
Continuously and just like
Like, I got an idea. Hey, Bubba, throw the keys at you.
Bad Bubba?
Yeah, like the
That's true.
vibra-
Bubba wouldn't fetch. That's not a thing.
No, I'm
Oh.
throwing them at him so he can play with them.
I'm totally nipped, but I'm so into it.
Are you 6 foot? 'Cause
What?
You look like you're shrinking.
I'm not shrinking. You're shrinking.
I'm smaller.
Yeah. We're gonna just walk over like, so if anybody asks, you don't know how they got the nip?
No,
And
I do
he
not.
grabbed the wrong one.
So, where are these keys from? Where are these keys do?
They open doors. I know how
know
to
which
do
key,
that.
but door. What door?
Like all the doors.
All the doors
And then
All the
Falco
doors?
and then Falco just comes up and says, "Well, if it opens all the doors, why don't we try opening all the doors?"
I like this plan.
Such a
I
good
like
idea.
that plan.
I normally just
All
use
about opening doors.
I always use them to get into student records and fix things. You know, like
Museum Records, my favorite place ever.
Yeah, but what about what? Are we gonna open some doors?
Oh yeah, we're gonna open some. I think we should open some doors.
All right,
Let's open this one.
All right,
What door?
so
I walk up to a random door
Okay.
That's the supply
and I
closet.
open it without a key.
That's the supply closet, Jenny. That's where you go to get your notebooks and stuff.
Surprise!
Yes. All the doors.
All
It's
the
never
doors.
been locked.
Who are you, like the lock keeper?
No, but I'm the key master.
oh, here we go.
Open up a door, kitty.
Okay. Let's go find a door. What
Let's
door?
find a locked one this time.
Oh yeah. That's a great idea. Okay, where is there a locked door that we know is definitely locked?
Look at this ominous door. It's like red. It's a big red door with claw marks on it. We should totally go in there.
I don't know about
Definitely
that.
locked.
Somebody had this idea of finding these vibrations going through the air. Don't think that door's the right one.
Plus, those are just my claw marks.
Oh.
You know,
Gotta mark his
'Cause-
territory.
I like to scratch stuff.
You peed on the door?
As you near the door, the vibrations get stronger.
Oh. My air is vibrating. I think we should go that way.
What? Yeah,
Go this
okay.
way. Trust me.
Okay, I trust you.
I don't, but I'll follow anyway.
If anything, my father will just hear about this later.
I'll be
Rick,
right
pick a
back,
door.
guys. My wife needs me for something quick.
Okay.
Oh my god, I thought he was in character when he said that. I was like, wow, man, you got married young? Are we like children?
we're like adolescent teenagers.
You know, like we're
Hanging out with this
teenagers,
man. Who drowned our teacher in butter.
Allegedly almost drowned our teacher in butter. The charges
I
haven't been
mean-
filed yet.
Pick a door. I mean, I've been picking all the doors this whole time.
Yeah, no. But yeah, don't touch that door. I did pee on it, so
All right. Next door.
I'll unlock it. It's fine. It's all good. Just don't touch it. You know,
Okay. I won't touch it.
I can touch it. It's my pee.
You
I brought hand sanitizer.
see.
Oh my god, I'm so tired.
Can you open the door so I can walk through it?
I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna push it open. There you go.
Yes. What do
Okay.
I see?
What do you think we see, Matty or Rick or anybody?
There is a long, thin, winding stairway without any banister.
Well,
I'm so
that's
sorry.
not safe
No,
at all.
Don't be sorry, I loved it.
Right? But now this is why you peed on the door. You didn't want us to go through it.
Right?
They're
I
smart.
marked it. Ah.
I get it now.
But that's seriously what you see.
Wow.
Where does it go?
Where does it go?
Yeah,
I'm curious.
Yeah,
You are.
I'm gonna actually probably use lore and see if I know anything about this. So the notoriety's at a 3, so I got a 5 and a 2. So
Ooh, nice.
so
Okay.
we got a 5. So yeah.
Oh.
Let's
So-
see. Fly.
Improving ideas on the fly. That's the nature of this game.
If I knew
is-
that, like I don't know if I would have like this is the last game of the thing.
Hey,
Of the
it's
thing.
not my fault. It's not my fault.
And we're all supposed to improv?
I want to know more about staircases in general.
Okay.
you pull out a book with that says like the staircases and you.
Is there a role for that?
No.
This
No, okay.
staircase is unusual in that every single stair, it has a different length or height. Sorry, has a different height. So you have to be very careful, as some will confuse you when they will be consistent and then drop suddenly or raise suddenly, and
Wow.
so
That is lethal.
it's very, very dangerous.
Except for
And
me, I'm a cat. I'm like,
Yeah, you're a cat.
Yeah.
And
but for you
it's
people.
it's enclosed in like a brick tunnel, but the inside has no railing or banister, so you could literally go ka-thunk, 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 and just like fall down if you're not careful. And there is no lights down
I
there.
don't want to go ka-dunk, ka-dunk, ka-dunk. It's not. That's not what I want to do.
Well,
Sonic, that's genius. Like, maybe
According
you're
to this
retelling the
book
story.
of stairs, this is not a safe staircase.
I'm gonna start going down the staircase though, because
I just
it's
said
like,
it wasn't safe.
I know. That's exactly why I'm
And
going
you
down,
didn't
He's a
listen.
cat.
because I'm a cat.
I didn't warn you.
Like,
well, we could like
I-
bring some. We could like just light up our wands, you know.
Yeah.
oh well, I have
Save
really
us
good
from the
dark vision.
staircase of doom. Which clearly this is what it is.
Be careful.
Is my air still vibrating?
Your air is vibrating hard.
Oh dear.
I'm
Is
so
anybody air supply vibrating harder?
You know what it is? The further I go down here, the vibrations are getting more intense.
Oh God!
Fascinated by this. You should come down here.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Watch your step.
My air. Oh, you missed so much. Let's talk about what happened.
Your hair was vibrating.
Harder.
My air is vibrating hard right now.
Ow.
Incredible.
And be careful on the stairs.
How much nip did you give me?
I didn't
So,
give you that much.
did you get the blue or the red nip?
Now,
I don't remember colors.
Actually, I was gonna say, isn't he colorblind?
yes. It makes
I'm a cat.
Just, you didn't ask questions.
Right?
The staircase of doom.
This is why
Air
I
hardness.
throw up all the time.
Fine, I
I'm
guess I'll follow you down. I'm
downstairs.
gonna sit on the stairs and scoot my way down as it moves
Come
up and
down
down.
here.
I'm gonna.
really-
Part of the lore of these stairs is they were designed by a 3-year-old's drawing.
I can see that.
Yeah.
They were based off of that to protect against intruders.
Mm.
Well, the uneven steps was already a good deterrent as it was.
Is
Yeah.
there a banister thing?
No,
No,
it's
there's
better
absolutely no
than-
banisters. There's no such thing as
I-
safety.
I looked in my book of stairs, and it says that this is a very dangerous staircase because most accidents result with no banisters.
Why would they put banisters in a place with like a school for children?
Did you reach the bottom yet?
Yes,
What's down there?
a lot of vibration.
On my way, scooting downwards. On the
Uh,
stairs. Well, I'm just like,
I know. I want to
And
try.
then there's that smell again.
I want to try using
no.
a levitation charm
Oh dear, here we go.
Oh, nose. Oh,
on
my.
Jenny.
oh no.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna definitely be raising notoriety after this one.
Did you notice how safe we all felt when TK wasn't here?
That's not a good look.
I had a 4 and a 3.
Okay, so you
Okay.
did
Am I
pass, but
levitating now?
you did succeed. So you do get it does happen. but notoriety will increase after this. So go ahead and describe it, TK.
I use charm on Jenny to float her down the stairs. And I'm just walking. I am just like walking down them backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Just like on all fours, walking backwards.
Mm-hmm.
So I ride the air down the stairs.
You
If
ride
I-
vibrating air?
Bubba, Bubba, can you bring me down? I'm having trouble getting to the ground.
How did you get there?
I don't even know. It just happened.
Huh.
What-
Okay. Come. Hold on.
Can you reach me?
Yeah.
You're like 7 foot. Can you put me down?
I could jump really high. I'm a
Yeah.
cat.
Well, you're gonna need, I'm gonna need you to jump.
I jump.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
and Falco is just gonna cautiously attempt to normally go down the staircases. I sense though
Well, you're gonna need to
Normally.
roll for that.
yeah.
Mhm.
I should point out I'm probably gonna choose dedication, and I only have 1 dice to roll for this. This will not.
There
end
you
w-
go.
This
Oh.
will end horrific in every. Funny enough, I'm really bad with stairs in real life, so this is just.
Me too.
I'm bad with doors in real life, actually.
Yeah, well, and also just like in real life, I rolled a 2, so yeah, that just happened.
Oh.
So I'm just
Awesome.
imagining Falco just goes tumbling down and hits me, and we just tumble down the stairs.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably what happens. So notoriety increased because I failed I failed a roll. So we're already at 5.
I'm laying at the bottom of the stairs, like, why let a 3-year-old design stairs? I mean, and why is
If we didn't have these questions,
Bubba,
we wouldn't have things.
I need you to get me down.
why is
I
Bubba
got you down.
why is Bubba jumping
Did you get
still?
me?
I got you.
No, thank you.
I got you. You're good.
Okay.
Good.
You let a 3-year-old design stairs so that people don't come down here, says this giant oaf of a man. He's got like scars all over his face. One eye is bigger than the other, and he's tending to this weird generator thing that's like it's got like pipes through one side and through the other side going into it, and it's got like random switches and levers and little dials, and what are you kids doing down here?
Do dialed it down.
I
could-
can't. If I do, it'll explode.
Dial it down. I could smell you like from like up there. We're
Even
cool.
through other people.
We're just curious. This guy.
Well, you can't really blame me for the smell. It's the butterstrocity in my gut.
If you could push me back up into the hard air, I'd appreciate it.
I mean, what a buzzkill.
why is there a butterstrocity?
Oh yeah,
Like
that's smell.
Zachary Fat.
It's another. He's got a. They're like all over the place now.
it's a
What's all over the place?
It's a buttertastrophe.
and then Falco pulls out the book of magical plagues and goes, "Oh yeah, here it is."
So eating more.
And it's
That's it.
and he just goes, "Well, if we don't solve this, I think everyone just turns into butter." Well, that's not good.
Butter isn't a good look on me.
No, definitely not me, and I definitely do not want to be eaten by Bubba.
Well, stay
I
tuned for
mean-
all other
After midnight,
Well,
we'll go to that joke.
I mean, I'll eat you. I'm a cat.
It's just the textured tongue that bothers me.
So
Oh, God.
it seems that
Okay.
In the
Stop.
air.
No.
This piping, where does it
something
go?
here. Okay, so all right. Now, hold on, dude.
I think I broke Mage.
I think do you think now this might be the nip talking, all right?
Oh, it's definitely the nip talk.
But this butter things popping up everywhere. You think it has anything to do with the thread?
Ooh.
What thread are you talking about?
I guess that answers that question.
No one was talking to you, dude.
Well, you're standing here in the middle of my bedroom, so I gotta assume you're talking to someone.
This is your
What?
bedroom.
This is your bedroom?
Well, can
What does
I?
your
Can I
bedroom look like? Who are
Oh
you to
my
judge?
God.
I have a lot of
This is like-
drugs.
The Red Roof Inn. Like what?
Falco just kind of goes, I think you need to hire an interior designer. I'm sorry.
And I don't know, like fix the stairs?
Especially the stairs.
Is that why you can't leave the bedroom? The stairs?
Those stairs are deadly. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, look at me. I'm pretty sure that something's broken. I don't know what yet because I'm not a medical professional, but I have an idea for you, friend.
I could write a nip script for that.
You know what? I think this would be a great time for us to take a break.
Yeah, I think so too. We're
You
gonna.
have to look down a little bit. Just a second. You have to look down, and he's got 4 legs, all of different lengths.
That
so-
poor creature.
So he can climb the stairs
Easily.
with just like perfect ease.
Of course
cool.
he.
Makes
Of course he can. Of course he can. It
I
explains
can climb
everything.
up and down the stairs with perfect ease too. Because
Mhm.
I'm a cat.
Yes. And the Butterstrocity is trapped inside this giant man, and you can tell that this Butterstrocity is probably pretty darn big because his gut is just like protruding just like immensely and like kind of like warbling, and it's crazy.
Mm.
I'm gonna look at everybody else. Like, well, Falco, Jenny, everybody. I have an idea,
Uh-oh.
and that idea is I'm
Falco
gonna go
just
up those
goes, "Oh, no."
stairs, and I'm gonna leave, and you should follow me because we already dealt with Butter once today. My plan is to go to bed
The Butterman in the basement.
and lock the door behind us, and then brick it up.
That's a fantastic idea.
Oh, you're
No.
so mean.
I feel like going Edgar Allan Poe with this is not the way.
No?
Where did these pipes go?
I like to cover things up.
But these pipes, tell me more of the pipes.
Would you like to look closer at the machine?
Is the Butterman going to touch me? Okay. Yes, I'd like to look at his pipes. Please.
The machine pipes, people. The machine
The
pipes.
machine
Yes.
pipes.
Not the other pipes.
All of them.
They
Those come after
they
midnight.
seem to be pumping something throughout the ground. Stop it! Get through the sentence. Throughout the grounds of the school, and they seem to go every which way. And on top of the machine, you can see there's some sort of like squarish funnel. And because it's dark down there, Bubba, you said you have dark vision or like low
I don't think that one's going to want to go over there.
I'm a cat.
I'm going to produce a laser pointer, aim it down the tunnel.
No, it's just like in like this room type thing. It's kind of big.
Whoa,
And so
what's that?
you headbutt into a bed cot thing.
Meow.
But at the end of the bed cot thing is a chest.
Ooh.
A chest.
And we can't see this, right?
No, you cannot see it unless you physically walk over there and like squint really hard and like.
Hey, Bubbykins, what you got down there?
Ah, something. I'm gonna do something.
Oh, yes.
Going to.
Matty, Varnish Truth says you need to make a shirt that says "Because I'm a cat" and put it in your
Yes!
store.
Oh my
And it
gosh.
has to be ginger.
Because I'm a cat.
Yes.
That
The
is
picture
yeah.
from this stream.
Mhm. And with a cat on it, that'd
Just
be
him
cute.
like
like a Matty
flipping
cat.
his hair. Just him flipping his
Like
hair.
a 7-foot kitty on your shirt. That's adorable.
Hashtag Fred Raiders.
Yes.
So let's see what kind of
This is just like some shoddy, put together, like hastily built box.
is it locked?
No, there's no lock on it.
Is it open? I want to open it.
You can open it.
I'm gonna open it.
Open it.
What's in
I
the
dare
box?
you. What's in the box?
Box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Sticks of butter.
Well, then
Well,
We've lost.
I should have seen that coming.
we
But I
found
was upstairs.
more
So.
butter, and if you'll excuse me, here, can you take this butter? I'm just gonna pull all the butter out of the box.
Who are you talking to?
You,
Who are you
came
talking
I'm
over.
upstairs. I'm not even in your room.
Not in the room. We're in the room. We're down there. We're
I'm
the.
not down there with you.
I tricked you to go in there with a laser pointer.
What?
Wait, but
So
she,
he's down there with you, but no, she.
I'll be there.
Why didn't you walk over?
I'll be.
I
Far
followed
away from you.
behind.
No, I'm there with Bubba, unfortunately.
oh, okay. I'm handing Falco the butter.
And it's just
Bubba
like,
butter.
and it's just like all the butter, and I'm just like.
I could say Bubba Butter all day long.
So, would you mind turning around for a minute?
Well then.
And I'm gonna use the box.
You're just gonna sit in the box.
I think you're turning around because he's using the box.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey,
Oh,
what you doing with my
Well,
butter?
and I'm just gonna turn around.
Because I'm a cat.
I'm gonna call down there. So hey Falco, Bubba, what's going on?
He's using the box right now.
We found a bunch of butter.
That's my butter, says the man.
Okay,
Yeah, you got a butter
My
monster in your stomach.
So
I do, and that's his butter. That's my butter. That's the butter for the whole school. You better leave the butter alone.
Wait, this is the whole butter for the school?
Why are you buttering up to school?
What do you think?
Wait,
I got
I don't know. It's
So
fine.
Falco turns around to Bubba. It's like, look, I'm gonna run for dear life in about 2 seconds. You better be finishing up in that box.
oh, yeah. I'm like totally done, dude.
All right, good, because we're leaving.
Grab that butter and let's jet.
And we're gonna pull a Scooby Doo on that, by the way.
I'm going to just look around. So how about we go with my plan? Also, I'm gonna modify a little bit. Our school's made of stone. I have lamp oil. I have a Bippo.
Do it. I'm running up the stairs.
I'm already running up. Oh, and by the way, TK, don't forget this scene. This is the scene where your highest dice is rerolled.
Yep.
I'm lecturing this guy on Butterstrocity and how it's become a real problem in our magical world
I'm gonna
with pamphlets.
pick up Jenny
So
and run.
Because I can't be in a stream with death without pamphlets, so it has to happen.
Oh yeah, that's right, my pamphlet
Yes.
joke. I'm glad somebody remembers.
Jack and I brought that up during Matty's stream. Somebody mentioned your James Bond, like death by mage. License, Dax like, yep, that's what he gives out his pamphlets. There's his, guild license number on.
Yeah, it's my guild license. It also goes through the intricate process of explaining why deaths need to happen.
All right. This is going to suck.
Yes, it is. So we're gonna. Are we all going with either cunning or bravery? You think or wisdom?
Well, you kind of have to outrun the guy.
I'd say
Cunning.
Cunning. Okay.
Yeah.
So TK, go ahead and roll for cunning and re-roll that lowest
All
die afterwards.
I have a 1 in cunning.
Oh God.
Not going to end well.
No.
5.
Okay, but did you re-roll it?
I got to re-roll it. So.
That was a note, but you hit the 5. So we'll see what the real result becomes.
5.
Oh!
Wow.
How are we alive?
I have no idea.
I have the answer, and it's called tabletop loot because I have like 10 d6s sitting here from them.
Now the thing is, so this is what's gonna happen. Now it is a dangerous situation, so notoriety would happen because we're also about to have a improvised bomb. So so technically notoriety should be rising, and if it does, it becomes a 6. So TK, you can opt if you wish to take a condition to not have that notoriety increase to a 6.
I'll take the condition.
All right, so you can pick any of the others: wounded, exhausted, frightened, or bewitched. And you would take a -1 to all your dice rolls.
I'll go with
So what it means is you have 1 less dice, huh?
I'll go with exhausted.
So you're gonna go with exhausted. Okay, so you're gonna roll 1 less dice for all of your rolls up to a minimum. But you still can roll a minimum of 1. So.
Okay. I'm grabbing Jenny and running, and I'm not making a bomb. I'm just letting the lamp oil fall as I keep trying to strike the Bippo. And once it lights, I'm just gonna whip it over my shoulder.
Thank you, Savik, for the raid.
Oh, hey, Sav.
There's a raid. So everyone who's raiding with Savik, oh God, where do we start? Everyone's high on catnip. We're dealing with a crazy old man and butter. And we also dealt with a butterstrocity a while ago. And we're questioning a lot of our choices and our cholesterol levels at this point.
And also, and sticking true to the theme of this weekend, I made fire.
Yep. And TK's character just basically tried to light down some staircases that was also designed by a 3-year-old. Up to scale.
That was great.
That is to scale and also to dimensions. So, yeah.
I'm a cat.
And Maddie's a cat.
Carrying the butter? Falco, are you still carrying the butter?
Yes, I am still carrying all the butter.
Okay.
Am I doing well at convincing this guy to make better decisions with his life?
No.
No.
Damn. I run.
I'm dumping oil as I'm running, like lamp oil. I have a big beaker of it that I carry around. So it's just pouring out. And I'm like, all right, Bippo lit. I look over my shoulder and I throw it.
Okay. You hear, as he was chasing after you, you hear a very odd scream and a sizzle sound.
Oh, God.
And then you smell like butter burning.
Oh, that is a terrible smell.
Oh,
Yes.
that's awful.
I'm
smell.
gonna scream back over my shoulder. That is not how you make a butter sauce.
Well, and then Falco's just gonna be like, well, somebody didn't bring the olive oil.
Oh.
I have lamp oil.
That doesn't help.
Olive oil doesn't burn well.
No, but at least it prevents it from burning. It still melts the butter.
Touche.
Know about these pipes? Why so many pipes? Like, do they go into the building?
The pipes are calling.
Is is there butter seeping through the grates? Like, what is happening in the school? Do we
The
know?
Misar is waiting at the top of the stairs. What did you find down there? She never went down with you. She was
Oh,
You don't wanna know?
well, so Falco just comes up, is like, We found questionable things, including this giant the entire school supply of butter.
It's school supply buzzer? That makes no sense.
No, I kind of feel really terrified of all this quantity of butter that I'm holding.
So,
I'm also kind of worried because eventually it's going to start melting.
so you know, you
Drop
should-
it?
Yeah, but then we have dirty butter, and nobody likes that.
I have a solution. I have a solution.
Oh no, we can't set the butter on fire. No matter what you think, it's not happening.
You throw that butter down there. We have this awesome scroll that you made, that Jenny made, of converting water to butter.
This is fair, and we can actually make this into a lucrative business decision. I like that better than my
And
edible
I'm
snakes.
gonna knock the butter out of his arms.
Well, and he's like, well, that's helpful. Now I don't have to worry about butter melting on my shirt or my hands. That's great.
Right?
I'm
right?
just gonna whip the
Oh,
lamp
God,
oil
that's
down.
hilarious.
We're just gonna throw the lamp
think-
oil down.
I think if you look in the mirror and say butter 3 times, Paula Dean will come after you.
Did you read the chat? Saverick says, I think you look into a mirror and say butter 3
Yep.
times, Paula Dean will come for you.
Okay, guys, now that's happening.
Oh
As
god.
soon as we run by a mirror, I'm doing that.
No, I'm good.
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
I
Wait,
think I'm
we
still on nip.
So
wait, we have to close the door still. We still forgot to close the door.
You forgot to close the door.
I'm an
Oh.
expert with doors. I close it.
You have
And
the, you
I
have
have
the
the key, so I'll lock it.
What's
Yeah.
work?
yes.
What's gonna work? Sorry, kid show.
Teamwork. I know it. I got you.
Yeah.
I'm
And-
going like, you guys are gonna leave me hanging.
I got it. I got it. Don't worry.
My son, you some Hershey's racist at you.
Oh my
I'm
god.
an orange cat, so she's not racist towards me.
I wanna. I'm guessing we're all gonna go back to our dorms now.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
call this a conclusion to this
We're
scene.
just gonna go back to our dorms now. Did you see what was in the basement coming through our vents? Let's go to bed.
Jenny,
Sure.
Jenny, I don't think you understand. I threw 4 gallons of lamp oil down there.
Yeah,
that I
you,
made.
I
And
mean,
then we're going to bed.
well, to be fair though, Jenny, if we're caught in front of this room and this door and the fire, we will probably get expelled.
Shouldn't we tell them that there's a butterman in the basement?
I'll
No,
take care of it.
no.
Hey, Bob, I need those keys back.
Fine.
Oh, so you know, the humming has stopped.
Aw,
Yeah, I
Nip
need the
is
keys.
done.
I need the keys back. So I have to go fix a few files. You know, like specifically saying none of us were at where we were supposed to be today.
Right.
So, what are you gonna give me?
I reach into my my pants pocket and I just take out a small baggie. Like
It says nip on it.
it says,
Okay,
it says grade B nip.
we good.
It's like you used my grade A stuff and I ended up in this situation.
It was fun.
Yeah, I did get to make fire.
I don't know how I'm gonna sleep after all this.
Oh, I know.
Oh
Do you?
no.
Right here, girl. We're gonna sleep well.
I'm gonna walk over to fire, like just take off one of the keys. Hold on to this.
You're giving me the keys?
I'm gonna give it to Falco, giving him a
Yeah,
key to
I was
that
gonna
room.
say,
In case anybody comes
he's
asking
opened up a lot of doors
questions,
tonight with this nip.
Yep.
in case anybody asks questions, I know you'll keep this key safe. You won't do anything like, get wasted on nip and be like, oh yeah, I know what this key goes to.
Yeah. I would just be like, put it in my pocket and be like, right, we're never gonna speak about this room ever again.
Exactly. Good night.
What room?
Exactly.
Cat's already high.
Just keep feeding them more catnip.
It's my
Oh,
My
we
master plan.
start this scene in our dorms. That's the new one.
Yeah, if you want, yeah, we could do that. And then the next scene is the twist.
The twist.
Oh, the twist.
I feel like we've been pretty twisty already.
True, but
But we can be
See the staircase?
twistier.
I'm just saying.
and to be fair, there is probably going to be a random M. Night Shyamalan that appears out of nowhere and just says, "It's a twist," and then disappear into the shadows.
Pretty much.
It seems like that would fit in with everything that's been
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
yeah. As the scene transitions, that's exactly what happens, and we all just kind of question ourselves for a while.
It is. It is.
Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan appears. I'm like, what are you doing in my bedroom?
Also,
Weird.
and then you just go, "Look, I already
He
see
always
dead
appears
people."
I got enough of this crap. So you want to
It's
take
not
over,
dead,
Matty, or you want to?
You want to take over, Matty, or do
okay.
you want to, or does TK want to?
Hey,
Let's okay. Oh, twist. Okay, this sounds fun. All right, hold on. Oh. Oh,
Nah,
okay. So,
Oh, do you want some? I mean, if you want any ideas, Matty, we can toss them to you.
all right. So we're all in the dorms, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And obviously, you know, like I'm high on nip because I'm a cat, and you know,
Just feeling like the curtains on your bed that are all scratched up.
that's right. That's
they,
right.
They have on the bottom of them a tag says "property of TK."
Yeah. I don't know why he keeps buying new ones. Like, I'm just gonna so we're all back at the dorms, and we oh golly, oh
Yeah.
we are snacking, of course, because like you know there was all the butter, and we all got like really peckish,
So we made popcorn.
we made popcorn. Yeah, exactly. And we used her scroll to make new butter so that, you know, because you gotta have butter all over that popcorn.
By the way, since we knocked down the stash of butter, that was the entirety of the school supply onto the ground, and now probably tomorrow morning there's not going to be any butter on any of the food.
I feel like
We
we shouldn't
can
be
make
eating the
some.
butter.
True.
We
I'm
can
just
make
I'm just
some.
informing everyone in the
But Kitty seems really excited about buttered popcorn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
I'm gonna walk in like, so I did that Paula Deen thing. Didn't work. Well, I did get an angry cease and desist letter by Penguin.
Who's Paula Deen?
There's a penguin. What is happening?
No, TK, it's even better. No, TK, it's even better. It's a mirror image of Paula Deen saying, "Howdy, you're using my copyrighted terminology. Please, it's cease and
I'll get my
desist."
degree in Never saw this coming.
I
We still have the. I can't believe.
Paula Deen.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
Cool.
We are spoiling racist.
So yeah, everybody, Thread Raiders, where we talk about butter.
All
Oh my
night
God.
long.
Always about food, isn't it?
It really is.
It really is.
I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't do things when we're hungry. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, I'm always hungry, and everyone who knows me knows this as a
Yeah.
truth.
I just
Yeah.
think that I'd like to point out that when Jenny poured the water like from a faucet or wherever she got the water from to I don't know where you got the water from.
Cool. Yeah, I can make up a reason.
To make into butter, that the water was very greasy.
Greasy water butter.
Greasy water that you turned into butter.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound very good. And Kitty's eating this?
No way.
On your
Matt would
popcorn?
Not even
Yeah.
eat that. That's so gross.
Hmm.
I was totally cool.
We have a Brita filter, dude.
It is now clogged.
we
With butter.
we gone off and clogged
With
the drain.
Butter.
We
grease
clogged
water.
the Brita. Hmm.
The
We
British.
clogged the Britas.
So
The funny part was I misheard that as we clogged the British, and I kind of went, "What?"
I don't drink the school water. I just go down to that local. I go down to the well. It's like 2-mile walk. And just get water from
I
there.
only drink Fiji water. No, I'm just kidding. I literally drink water from a tap, but only if it's trickling very slowly.
Because
and
you're a
you're bad
cat.
at it.
Because I'm a cat.
Because you're a cat. Dude, this thing.
Sup, dude?
Because he's a cat.
Oh man.
Well,
Okay.
Anyway.
I
TK,
have
you went to a
no
well.
capacity for
yeah.
anything right now.
I got some well water in my room. I go grab the well water, bring it back, and it's in a sealed
I
jug.
love how everyone has their own container of water. From different He's got well water. I've got grease water from
like,
somewhere mysterious
I
in my
pour it into,
bedroom.
I mean, I got distilled
TK.
water.
TK, it's
Yep.
greasy.
Someone has toilet wine. I don't know.
Okay, so
Somebody went off and
obviously-
buttered your well water.
or there's a problem with transmuting water into butter. Equivalent exchange.
Nah.
No. Whatever happened to the yarn? The golden yarn?
Thread.
The thread?
See,
That
I'm
story's,
trying to
like,
connect
gone.
this to the thread.
We don't care about the golden thread.
You introduced
But
butter.
I care about the thread. I want to play with that golden thread.
Yeah, it's
Wait, but what if they're related?
That's what I'm saying, man. I
Because
think they
some
are.
people call gold butter.
Well, then maybe we should
we're
probably
looking for
sneak. We
butter
should
thread.
maybe. We should definitely go into the library in the restricted area and see if we can find
I
out
love
anything.
This library. Good times have happened in this library.
Whoa!
I mean,
Trying to keep it
I mean, I
PG,
spent
folks.
A lot of time there. That's all.
That doesn't make it any better.
That's where Jenny wrote her thesis on how to convert wine into
the kids.
better wine.
Let me get to better wine.
Yeah, I don't know how you did it, but apparently it's really good. Everyone really likes it.
You know, I don't know how I do it all. I make butter. I make wine. I mean, really. Fabulous.
you're like a regular Paula D.
It's
Oh
like
my
I,
God. Well, you see, I got this cease and desist gram from her from a mirror. So, maybe we should go. Let's go to the library. I think it sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
I've
You
got
know what?
keys.
This popcorn isn't very good anymore because
contaminated.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go. This nip is wearing off.
What
Yeah.
exactly are you looking for in the library?
We're looking for a passageway that will take us to where they're keeping the machine
For the golden thread?
for the golden thread. I bet whatever they're using to convert into gold is causing all this.
Do you think the butter is a byproduct?
Well, I think that the
I love how everyone's on board with this, that this makes sense. And I'm over here like, no, it doesn't.
Okay. The real twist is that soylent butter is gold, which is people. I think
What school did I enroll in? I don't understand. Clearly, this is not the school for me.
well, You know, you go to school with a cat, dude. Actually, 15 cats.
But still.
So we're going to the library to find out about Butterthread. Is that really what's happening?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm down. I just wanted to verify. That's what's happening.
Sure.
I'm in. Let's do this.
I'm gonna reach in my pocket and be like, hey, Bubba.
Yeah.
No more. You got to stop. You're just feeding his habit.
I know,
Oh.
but he's much more fun this way.
Oh, man.
You gotta lay off the nip.
Oh,
At least give
man.
me half of it.
Deal.
All right, we're in.
All right.
To the library.
To the library.
The library. Okay, so I'm gonna try to cast an illusion for us and see how that
this
goes.
is good.
This can either end well. It could end horribly considering we have a notoriety of 5 right now. And for everyone who's joining in, the notoriety is basically the difficulty check for our dice pool to beat. So one of our dices has to beat that value, or meet or beat it. So wish me luck. Yes, it's basically how screwed we are. And by the way, this could end horribly.
You can also donate to lower that.
Yes, but also I did not succeed in this roll, so I am deciding right now on.
I think they want to see us get to 6. I know Saverick does.
It's gonna happen now. It's gonna happen now.
I donated money so I could do over 800 damage before a dodge occurred. So
True. All right, so yeah, guys. So we have a notoriety of 6. So let me just explain quickly the game mechanics of that. For Broomsticks and Wands, whenever the notoriety reaches 6, a obstacle now happens. So we will get an obstacle of our demise, or at least our painful suffering. So did we ever get a suggestion for an obstacle at some point, or should we let chat? All right, so chat, give us an obstacle.
Go for it.
Go for it.
But
This should be
Saverick's here.
good.
You know he's
Saverick's
gonna have
here.
one.
And by the way, in order for us to overcome the obstacle, we have to roll 3 successes. And the notoriety, by the way, will reset to 3. So we're not gonna instantly suffer.
Why don't you hit me with your best shot?
Come on,
Hit me with your best shot. Fire away.
Great Wall Margarine.
Oh, Saverick, he's thinking.
Oh, he's thinking.
That's
Mhm.
dangerous.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
The
reset
Great Wall
to
of
3.
Margarine.
The great. Okay, well, I guess that's what we're getting.
I like that.
Hey, don't put me in that spot.
Ah.
Who could come
Oh,
up
an
with
army
on
of
the
golden
spot?
butter gnomes. That's
But
funny.
Nipster
Hipster. We are Nipster Hipsters. That is us.
Wait,
But yeah, I think the catnip's already laced. So.
I mean, I'm not denying that it's already laced.
But Nipster Hipsters, that's gonna pick up for sure.
I like that.
I mean, it's a fad. We're starting a fad.
True.
I have ruined this school by catnip bringing in.
Yes, you have literally.
Yeah, you really did.
You're still not getting kicked out, dude.
No, between the fire, the drug, the catnip dealing, none of it.
So you said you were casting an illusion. How high am I? What am I
That's also a very good point. Well, so what happens is, I try to cast the illusion, but all it does is just turn all of our hair pink.
I so look good in pink hair.
I don't have a pink wig,
This is.
so
I just
It's a weird combination of ginger
I do,
and
but
pink.
it's too far away. I can't.
ginger and pink.
but you're colorblind, so you wouldn't know anyway, Bubba.
Oh my goodness, Bubba, you look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Like pink really brings out your eyes.
So,
Can I feel about this?
so what do we all
You're
agree on the
rocking
obstacle is going to be?
I don't know. Was it
He
the
has
Great
We
Wall
can
of
be
Margarine?
the pink Nipster Hipsters.
Oh God.
Uh-huh.
I'm good with either the Great Wall of Margarine, the Army of Golden Butter Gnomes,
kind of like that.
The
too.
Nipster Hipster. I mean, the Nipster Hipster is still also a contender.
I like the Nipster Hipster.
Yeah, I like that too.
Okay. Any objections?
No.
I'm okay. No.
I don't know how we're gonna. I don't know how we're gonna make this
very
work.
Sure you wanna play
disappointed
this
in you,
again, Rick?
Josh.
I am loving every minute, and
Oh,
I'm
good.
just
I'm so glad to hear that
Oh god.
I am
ban
loving
the
every
words.
minute of this.
because I feel like
Yeah.
this is a true bonding moment.
And my
Red Raiders.
Rick, this is what happens when you get in a Thread Raiders game.
Yes.
Yeah. You
You
end
get
up
more than
fighting against butter
butter.
monsters and you know.
It's- you
If we get a butter sponsor out of this, I'm gonna die. Like, call the dean, call me up. Hey,
Once,
what's
once
up?
this once this goes live, I'm going when we put it up on YouTube. I'm going to tag every butter place in Pennsylvania.
Well, make sure to tag. Make sure to tag Carrie Gold because it's entertaining.
Butterworth.
Oh,
Can we fight Miss Buttersworth? We have to fight Miss
But
Buttersworth.
Mrs. Buttersworth. Okay,
That's my. That's my goal.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
that's gonna be our. I think
I have to take down Miss Buttersworth.
so.
This is my
Mrs.
main mission, my
Buttersworth,
goal
yeah.
today.
So I will say for the somehow we have
Great
to
way to
tie
end the
in
stream.
towards scene 6 too. We must tie in Mrs. Buttersworth. I think we're all
that
in
will
the.
not be a problem. Wait, who's in charge of the
I
scene? It's
know,
TK?
I know, I
No,
know.
Maddie's in charge of this scene.
Oh.
The twist, yeah.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
okay, so
that's
we're still gonna
actually
sneak. We're gonna try to still sneak to the library, and I'm sure we.
What
With
has to be
pink hair.
off-brand? We have to change the name of Buttersworth.
Uh,
value.
How about Ms. like Ms. Margarineford?
Sounds rough. I wouldn't.
Margarineford.
Ferd. I like Ferd.
Margarineford.
It's Southern Miss Margarineford.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
yeah, and the bottle is in the form of like a Southern Belle.
With a giant hoop skirt, and you're like, how do you get the butter in there?
Oh, I
You-
know.
you-
I got a book for that. In my bag. Let me get it out for you.
I'm gonna look at the
Got
pictures like
pictures. Well,
this
let's
is-
discuss.
this is not the well, not human. Oh, never mind. We're magic. Never mind.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're magical.
But
Remember TK Magic.
that was a person at one point.
And instead of becoming undead lich, became an anthropomorphized butter creature. Oh yeah, Bisonic has a point. Maybe Miss Margarineford should be in the shape of Paula Dean.
Bubba, what's our twist?
Oh, twist. Right.
Yeah, gotta get twisty now.
Oh boy.
So, I had the idea. Oh, okay. Okay. There is there's a oh, fuck. There was something in my brain and it just left.
It flew away.
We can discuss.
Yeah, we could discuss and
the
brainstorm.
what was
So
the
I
name
have-
of our
I have this thought, right? You know, because we're talking about this Buttersworth thing, right?
Mhm.
And like I picture this like crazy like butterstrocity
Justification.
like hive queen,
Okay.
like
Oh,
somewhere in
okay.
the basement,
Right.
like
Or the basement again.
you know, like but like no, like you know, the
Hmm.
tunnel in the library would take us to this place. you
Oh,
know,
okay.
and
Yeah.
and that's where we would find her and all her little like her little minions, her little
Babies.
and it's her. Oh yes, and like a bee, right?
hmm
The stuff that they create to eat is what they're using to make the gold.
Oh.
I like that.
I like that.
Okay.
Well, that was a great twist.
Dun, dun, dun.
It was fun to watch the thought process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the
But,
thing,
like-
and that's the thing too. Like the game is designed where it's not so heavily narrative. It's not so super on the narrative. It allows everyone to have like this collaboration to brainstorm together, like what the story should be entailing.
Thank you. I need sleep.
We all need sleep.
I,
That is what most of us are going to be doing after this stream, except for me, for maybe 2 hours.
I'm a cat. Okay. But yeah, that's like as soon as we started talking about Mrs. Buttersworth, that's what I was thinking. It was like yeah,
Hmm.
that's cool.
I like that.
golden butter thread.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, like it's
Sounds
like the
delicious, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd eat
I
that.
made
Except
it
isn't the
bread.
golden butter made out of people?
Oh.
Oh,
It
That's
is
Hmm.
because the little creatures, they feed off the inside of the humans.
Oh,
Right.
because they do.
oh, that's
How
the
did we-
twist.
How did we turn
The
this into a
gold
James
God,
Cameron?
is
Dickens.
people.
Dun, dun, dun.
So we just turned this into a James Cameron movie.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we should send it to them.
No, no. Before we send it to them, we have to emphasize the fact that we came up with this idea entirely by ourselves.
Yeah. Because next thing you know,
This is
that's
how
gonna be
movies
on,
are made. They play
This is
games
gonna
like this.
this is gonna be on Sci-Fi. We're like, wait, we thought of this. during that
It's on the Sci-Fi
Yeah.
Network because nobody is willing enough to actually fund the movie, and they're like, okay, look, we'll give it to Sci-Fi Network, and if they like it, they'll do it as a on-demand movie, and then we'll just call it a day.
They'll play it next to movies like Dreamcatcher.
Right.
Yeah.
Or next to
And-
reruns of like Stargate SG-1.
I
Okay,
didn't care for that.
we'll try
So what do
again.
we do now?
Okay, so we found out that the secret entrance to the library, the tunnel in the library,
Broomsticks and wands.
the butter apocalypse.
So we're trying to make it to the library, the restricted section where there's a tunnel. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. I followed.
So I guess we could say we'll simplify the scene down to we already figured that out when we got to the library. We realized, oh wait, we figured out from the books, and we probably figured it out that since Bubba mentioned that there's a tunnel in the library, we realized, oh wait, it leads to it leads to some secret section of the basement that we didn't realize.
Okay.
I think that sounds good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else we want to roleplay out this scene?
Did we actually go unnoticed? Because
Oh, well,
There's a lot happening in that room.
well,
Yeah.
true. So, who wants to lead the charge on helping us sneak through to the library at night?
I have a 1 on that whole.
I'll do it. I'm a cat.
Okay, Bubba, go ahead and roll
We're
your
gonna get
cunning.
expelled.
And notoriety is at a 3, by the way.
Oh, fun. Awesome. I got a 4.
You got a 4.
Yay.
All right. Well, we are sneaking about. There's a chance that somebody could find us. There's also impending danger. So notoriety will increase to 4 after this.
Huh.
Is the library just gonna be open to us?
No,
Ooh,
but I have keys.
that's also true.
Library. I know all about that life.
I always have keys.
It's like it has a door and I can open it. God, it's like you don't listen to me ever.
Last
Like,
time I
did you write it in your book?
Last time I listened to you, that whole thing happened of woke up in hospital, missing 2 weeks of my life.
Mhm.
I still can't go to Peru. I don't even know what I did in Peru.
All I ask is that you write things down. We can be friends. I don't know why it's a hard concept. I opened the door to the library.
Okay, so I guess we're in. It's probably like what, late at night, so I guess there's nobody there.
No.
Well, Yeah.
There's a few bookworms, right? Sorry.
Like
peeps are here?
literal bookworms.
Oh, actual
Yeah.
bookworms. Yes.
Yeah, like, but
Oh.
they're like human sized, and
Dude,
they're the
Are
librarians.
they like silkworms, but they make gold instead?
They make books.
Oh, I
Like
thought I
super-
got it. I nailed it all.
Super high-end papyrus type books that you look at, you're like, that's a really nice book. I'm never touching that. That's
They're
a
like
really
my
nice
favorite worms.
Yeah, they're like your favorite worms
They are. Yeah.
Mhm.
I donate to them all the time
all the time.
for all the books.
All the books. So I want
I
to.
may have been drinking. That's funny.
So I guess So I guess we have to just research out the library.
Well, I know where the tunnel is.
Okay, you know where the tunnel is. That's true.
Oh, good.
Mhm.
That really helps us out.
Because, you know,
We just have to. There's this
I like to go through
bookcase
tunnels.
where
Yeah.
if you pull out the Adipose book, the bookcase moves, and then the tunnel's behind it.
Oh,
I don't
that's the
even
right
know
book.
what
Yeah.
Adipose is.
Adipost?
You got
Yes.
this, EA.
I don't know what that is.
It's used for storage of fat.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not good.
Like adipose tissue is just fatty tissue.
Yep.
Oh. Fascinating.
It's like loose connective tissue. It's really
Hmm.
gross. Yeah,
Huh. That sounds gross.
Yeah.
It
pretty. It's
Pretty
like
But I
gross.
bet it's like
globs
really
of
good
fat.
melted on butter.
Ew.
On popcorn.
Melted
No,
on.
do not eat the blobs of fat.
Wait, why am
That's
I
a no-go.
having a flashback to Fight Club right now? The book, not the movie.
I
Oh,
mean, you know. Whatever.
Okay, so we're
I'm-
heading.
We're heading to this
Yes.
tunnel.
I'll pull the book to move the bookcase.
And yeah, we'll
Hmm.
move it. And oh yeah. Did
So
you bring a flashlight?
we have our wands.
Right, we're magic.
I walk over to Bubba, like, all right, I'm cutting you off for the rest of the week.
Whatever, man. I don't need you.
uh,
What
Uh,
happens when we go down this tunnel?
well, I'll say we have that wall of margarine to contend with somewhere.
Oh. Yes.
Oh wait, I have a better idea, Matty. You want to hear my idea?
Yes, I
Yeah.
do.
It's a gelatinous margarine. Like a gelatinous ooze, it's a gelatinous margarine.
Ew.
Yes.
Really gross. I'm all about it.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep. And we're gonna be chased by it, so that's even better. So we have
Chased by butter ooze.
But it's
It's-
slow.
it's slow-ish,
It's like
And I'm a
ball.
cat.
fair, but we still have to roll for the challenge for the obstacles, so we still have to.
And I have a perfect way to handle that.
We're gonna
And it's called
spoon it.
run.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And we guys got to be faster than Bubba. And then we put catnip down on the ground. So Bubba will then encounter it and eat
No.
it.
I don't want to make
No.
butter cake out of it.
I mean,
Take it down.
yeah,
It's-
like
Well, I
we
mean
could
that.
cook with it.
I mean, we've been running all night.
I mean
I
that.
know.
To be
I'm
fair though, that
I'd
that
rather just.
to be fair though, that
want
gelatinous
it,
margarine
yes.
would make some excellent cakes.
Right?
Yeah. Let's bake some cakes. Let's make it happen.
Going downhill though. Okay.
Sorry.
Next thing you know, we're breaking into a kitchen. No one knows how we got into the kitchen. Like, not our characters, us ourselves. All get together, break into a kitchen to make a cake. You're like, what are you doing here? No idea how I got here.
We still ask ourselves that question. Why did you make 144 cakes? Look, look. We don't ask those kinds of questions in this place. Okay, we don't ask those kinds of questions. We don't need this kind of negativity.
We're trying to start a business here.
But asking questions is the key to finding answers.
Oh my god!
Curiosity is a good thing, man.
Yeah.
Oh, not margarine. Varnish treats.
Margarine is, yeah.
Gelatinous butter kind of cube
Let's-
thing.
Kick some lard ass. That's what I'm here to do.
They completely skipped taking names and chewing bubble gum.
Yeah. See?
Gonna chew. What?
So we're being chased by basically gelatinous margarine. We're all gonna die.
What
do we have to roll?
What's my challenge?
So our challenge is it's basically like it's kind of like it's basically once it's there before we can progress with this rest of the scene we have to overcome it. So we can use whatever traits or magic at our disposal, and we're basically trying to have 3 successes against it.
Okay.
Against
I have a quick question.
Yep.
How did we come to meet this thing? Was it like in our way and we came down to it? Did it come around behind us? How did we come to see this thing?
When a butter ooze comes up from behind, I mean, that's just terrible.
Oh god. I feel like
she asked permission first. I'm just saying.
I feel like that's exactly what happened. And now we're screaming for our dear lives.
I mean, I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
So,
It just snuck. It
So I
just.
have to
I
pick
mean,
a
that
symbol?
thing would just sneak up on you. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's bad
I'm trying to
cholesterol.
think what skill I could possibly use.
Because it doesn't really
Herbalism
make
looks
any
nice this time of year.
noise, You know.
Yeah.
I could charm it.
You're gonna charm it? I'm just gonna try to blast it.
Let's see.
I do have hexes. What does hex do?
Hexes are basically like kind of like
I have hexes
debuffs.
too.
Yeah.
Put a hex
I'm
on.
gonna. I have some chemicals on me because
Right.
I'm gonna mix
But
something up. To see,
What
like,
about could I use divination to find a better way to get away from the thing?
Oh yeah, sure. Why not?
Maddie's the rogue of the party.
I'm very wisdomous.
Yeah.
Wisdomous.
Wisdom is now a word.
So I have to get a 4. What do I have to get?
Yeah, you have to beat a
6?
4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, once the notoriety reaches 6,
So,
it will reset to 4. But now we have to beat
4,
this.
5, and
did we have
6.
any downtime, or we didn't have downtime?
We didn't do any downtime. We kind of forgot to keep doing downtime.
Yeah, I just saw it and I was like, wow, we could have gotten rolls.
Yeah. So wait. Oh, you got 4 and a 5 and a 6.
I got a 4, 5, and a 6.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you did beat it. We are being chased by the thing, so notoriety is still happening while we're rolling.
I'm going to mix up some chemicals as we're running to make something akin to liquid nitrogen.
Oh. Oh
This
god.
can't end well.
No, none of this will end well. I don't think it ever will.
The 6 I rolled says it should.
What were you using?
For what? The chemicals?
Yeah.
No idea. Just some chemicals I picked up, and I was like, well, I don't pay much attention when it comes to the classwork
Yeah.
side of things, but hey, you want me to make up something that will freeze something or burn something or maybe get rid of those pesky pixies in your yard?
Yeah.
I can do that.
Okay. Yeah, so we got that going.
I have something I want to do after he tries to freeze it to death.
Okay. So the ice thing happens. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So I want to just use my magical creature's ability to try and frighten it enough so that it runs away.
Ooh. Do you like
Because in
basic?
the-
So do you like cast like a big roar, like a thunderous roar?
I just I walk up and I kind of do a thing, but like the noise that comes out is just like deafening, and it like makes it blubbery.
Sounds good.
makes it blubber like blubber. So I got a 6.
Yes!
Yay!
All right. So we overcome we managed to not be horrifically maimed by a
By the marginous cube.
there you go, Marginous Cube.
Marginous cube.
Marginless Cube. Yeah, there we go.
Marginous cube.
Oh god. We're gonna have terrible nightmares with butter, aren't we, after this stream?
Yes.
Yes.
I've already switched to margarine.
Something with butter on it right after this stream.
I actually had something with butter before this stream, so this only fits appropriately.
Great idea.
No,
I
I'm
think about
kidding.
right now
I'm
is
gonna
having
eat leftover
toast
fried rice, so you know.
Just put with butter on top of it, Matty.
No.
I had an egg sandwich, and you got to put butter on toast when you're cooking it in the oven.
True.
And I'm just thinking about having toast, and I can't even think about the butter. Nope.
You're,
Can't do it.
you're just gonna look at the butter, you're just gonna go,
I'm so sorry. You're golden.
When you look at the butter, it's like, look, you know what you did. No, before you go to sleep, just look at the butter. You're the reason we can't have nice things.
I really am a cat because I really just want to eat the butter.
So I'll say, is there anything? Okay, so we escaped the monster, and
Escape the
Wait, I
margin.
want to attack it.
okay,
Yeah. So I want to use my hex.
Use your
Okay.
hex.
Yes,
Use it.
I'm using the hex, and I'm going to cast it so it eats away at butterfat. Since butter is 80% butterfat, I'd like to.
But it's not butter, it's margarine.
It's a margarine ooze.
yeah,
Are you for real?
Yeah,
yeah.
it's margarine.
Damn it! I just googled this. For 20 minutes. I run away.
It's like, wait, no, you're about to cast it. It's like, wait, I'm marching. You're like,
Poor CA. Try so hard.
and that Shyamalan twist comes about. You've been eating margarine all this time.
Oh no!
It's even worse.
Can't
away.
believe it's not butter.
I can't even fault you for that one. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. It's 11 o'clock on the East Coast, folks.
CA, Mage, and I, and Matty have been up since Friday.
Oh god, that was too much.
And, I feel like somebody just jumped. No, I can talk. I swear. I feel like somebody just dumped a bunch of Joker gas on my living room where I'm recording right now.
Yeah.
I can't stop laughing.
Okay. Oh god. All right. So I will say. Okay. So we survived that. You want to say that we're good with transitioning scene after this?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
We might varnish.
Really need to study margarine.
CA's kind of tomorrow. I have a feeling I'm gonna wake up to CA's like they have this entire book written on how we can defeat margarine
Yes.
using Mage's game.
Man, that would be terrible.
That was a plot twist for me.
That was probably that was the real plot twist.
It's really been margarine this whole time. I mean,
That was probably the best plot twist I've ever heard in my entire life.
Oh.
that's what I'm gonna name this stream. I can't believe it's not butter. That's funny.
One Fusion wanted to remind you you had one less dice to roll earlier.
Yeah. That's all I only rolled one dice.
Oh,
for
okay. So,
my-
that was with the penalty anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but you need at least roll one dice. That's all you can roll.
Yeah. I was like thank you, One Fusion, for reminding me.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
So, well, what I
On
think we
top
should
of us.
probably do now is that whole downtime thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Where
we're
are we
in,
when
like-
we do this?
We're in the middle of the hallway going down to the basement. We just defeated a butter monster,
Yeah.
a margarine monster. Pardon me.
So we'll say, okay, so how about this? So we say to end the scene, we kind of find the entrance to the lair.
But it's not on our downtime chart.
No, but what we can do is we probably can say, okay, we found the lair. Let's go back and think about
this.
Huh?
We'll write ourselves a little map to how to get there. But
Yeah, so we'll come back.
Because it says I can learn a clue or a rumor or a mystery. I want to know what's up with this butter.
Yeah, okay.
And margarine. But I mean, that's just my vote.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah,
I refuse to go to detention. That's not happening.
Well, I might go into detention just so we can lower that notoriety down.
Yeah,
So we're all going to different places. We can do that.
Yeah.
I think TK should go to the med wing.
Yeah, I'm going to study hall.
Sounds like a good plan.
I want to know all the things.
Does Bubba want to stay in the library?
Is Bubba asleep? Oh, your mic.
Your mic.
Oh, sorry, that moved away, and sometimes it doesn't pick up the sound.
No worries.
I don't know. No, I don't want to stay in the librry.
You want to go back to go back to sleep in the dorms, because then if you do, you get to reroll your dice once in the next scene.
Yep, I want to go. I'm a cat. I want to go to sleep.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
I'm gonna go to the medical wing. Just
Matty
walk
wants to
in.
sleep too.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk in. I'm just going to like slip in through like a back door.
Right.
Just gonna be like, look, don't ask questions. Things happened. I need a safe place to lay low for a while. If anybody asks, saw me.
Sounds fair.
I'm
Sounds
gonna
totally
study
fair.
hall and figure out hexes on vegetable oil.
Sounds like a good plan.
Margarine is indeed mostly vegetable oil.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to detention.
Okay. So we'll
Yeah.
so with that so our ending scene for everyone for recap, so our ending scene for this scene our ending for this scene is that we find the lair and we kind of agree that we'll deal with this not now later and darn it, Saverick. We're all going to
Toadworts.
to be legally distinct. So we're going to go and spend some time and get ourselves equipped and better for the next scene. So, right. So Rick, Rick, what are you and what's your character going to be doing in detention? What's their punishment?
Her punishment is to write out 15 ways to reduce internal butter burns on the human body.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. And like healing salves and like basically take a little self-taught course in herbology and medicine to figure out how to reduce burns caused by melted butter being forced down your system.
Sounds good.
So that's what she's doing. She has to research 14 ways to do that.
I think
that could help us.
I mean, I think Falco just has to basically deal with the fact that he has to be in the yearbook club and help them just write all these articles of people he doesn't absolutely care about in any shape or form. And he's just dreading it.
It's like you see that one person who you really despise, like article about them.
Part of you is just go right. Went to school. Period. Done.
No one knows what happened to them after that. They just disappeared.
Yeah, they just disappeared. So okay, and then Matty, you're going to be in the dorms, right?
I'm gonna be sleeping.
Right. Okay, so just keep a reminder
Um,
text for yourself that you get to reroll your dice once in the next scene.
But I'm gonna make sure that I go over to TK's room, take down her new curtains, drag them to my room, tear them up, throw them on my bed, and then lay down.
Yep, that happens. And TK, what do you got?
I'm going to the hospital wing. I'm
Right.
not going to let them know I'm there because, I'm responsible for a teacher who's not quite yet incapacitated fully.
Right.
Getting melted butter shoved down her throat.
Yeah, I mean, between the second-degree burns and the sudden cholesterol rise that basically almost caused a heart attack.
And she's allergic to cats, and having Bubba attack her is
Yep.
not my best thought.
Yeah, probably not the best thought. So you can remove your one condition.
All right, so I am. Excuse me. Back to conditionless.
And CA for your study hall. All right, so so everyone else that's not in the study hall, let's think about a clue that Jenny might have found out about our Mizz Margarineford.
She's in the study hall?
Mm-hmm.
What a nerd.
I'm perplexed that with my intelligence, I did not know the difference between butter and margarine. So I am studying hydrogenation and
Hydrogenation.
hexes on vegetable oil because it's
Jesus.
important.
So, what could be is it's linked to the school, obviously, like that she was like a administrator at the school and had crazy new ideas on how to make students healthier.
Wouldn't she be like the teacher for what's that one class where it's always the teacher that's
Defense Against Dark Arts?
no.
Or
Oh yeah. Defense is the Defense Against Dark Arts? Yeah. It's always that teacher. Maybe she was that teacher.
And somehow she got cursed into becoming butter or margarine.
Yeah.
or the class was Defense Against Bad Hearts.
Slowly
She was
becoming
a health
Oh
teacher.
my god, no, she was a fitness teacher and then
Oh my god.
It was a
She-
simple accident. It was an honest mistake.
she ate something and it was like this experimental experimental fake butter that was supposed to be just like butter, but it wasn't. And there was something wrong with it, and it turned her into like a crazy margarine monster.
Yep. I like that. Anybody else want to add to that?
Sounds perfect.
No, that's it.
All right, then. There you go.
What he said.
All right.
Uh,
So,
No.
right. So I will say that okay, here's a little tidbit for when we do the upheaval, is that there's a characteristic that we can add to the scene. So we'll add Mrs. Margarinefield's truth or what have you, or identity, whatever. So so we'll talk about that when we get to the upheaval. Right? Yeah, because we just did the twist earlier, didn't we?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So for something new, so we're gonna be exploring what lies beyond that hallway, that tunnel behind the library. So, who wants to take that? Who wants to take charge of that?
I think it should be you, Death.
Oh,
I think
That's
so
my
too.
vote. Yeah.
okay. Anybody else?
Bring it home.
I agree.
Okay. So, I want to say. Oh God, Maxine. If you were here for all the earlier things prior to this.
That would have been perfect.
Oh God. Oh, Saverick says she's enslaved students to the butter churn room. Oh god. That might be an idea. So anyways, so I want to say, so when we go back to the library, and after we made sure that nobody else was there, that we get through the tunnel, and we kind of open this giant metal door, and what we find is now this weird maze that we now have to walk through.
Oh wow. Is it a butter maze?
No, it's made of margarine.
Margarine?
So
I got a hex for that.
I'm gonna look at Jenny, but like, so when you were in study hall, what did you find out about this margarine stuff?
Are you mocking me?
No, I was just wondering if you found anything else out about it.
Because I feel like you're mocking me right here in the butter maze.
Margarine maze.
Actually, I think it's margarine.
I'm not talking to any of you. I just started walking through the butter maze.
Well,
of
it looks
doom.
like okay. Plan B.
What was plan A?
Plan A was asking for your help. Plan B
Oh.
is I'm just gonna
With the party? No, you're
Don't
not.
set it on fire, okay?
take out my wand and just start putting X's on places we've been.
It's margarine; it won't melt.
Well,
I mean, it
it
does.
will, but it'll be
Eventually.
just like gross and greasy.
Yeah, and disappointing.
That or I could go with plan C, which is I'm just gonna barrel through all of this margarine until we get to the other side.
I mean, it is just margarine after all.
Could like just kind of dig through.
Good idea. Let's just
It
dig
would
through the
be
margarine.
disgusting, but technically you could.
I'm gonna do that.
Does
I'm gonna
anyone?
dig
So,
through the margarine.
who wants to
That's
roll the
fair.
dedication for that?
You know how long it would take me to clean myself after that? Forget it.
We're gonna take the long route.
I'll roll it.
Okay.
So the notoriety's at a 3 right now.
I got a 6 and a 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good enough. So we're good on that, and we're gonna be trouncing on through.
As I go through, I'm gonna make sure I kind of put the margarine in such a way that you guys can walk through without it clumping on your heads. I'm just coated with the stuff. It's like, well, I'm just gonna get dirtier from here.
I follow. I'm teeny tiny, so I just like follow along.
Oh, Fairy's like, who has a warm butter knife to cut through?
Hey, somebody told me no fire.
That's smart.
Wait a minute, he has a bone. Wait a minute, he has
I
a
just
bone
did.
sword. Why haven't we thought about this?
You can't heat up a bone sword.
I mean,
Besides, you
It
got rid
doesn't
of
really
the little-
bone doesn't really retain heat.
Yeah.
true. Oh.
You know what I could do?
But magic.
But magic.
Say, you know what I could do?
Fiery bone sword.
I could make the sword on fire, and then we can melt the whole maze that way.
Light it up.
All right.
Oh
Bone
boy.
Sword of fire for the win.
Now I feel like notoriety should increase for that. So, what was that, Matty?
Oh, fling!
Oh god. So we're gonna definitely raise notoriety after this.
6 and a 4.
6 and a 4. Okay, we're good.
So I'm just gonna take my flame sword, my flaming bone sword, and just gonna take it from my under my robes. Like stand back. I've never done this before.
Uh-oh.
And
I don't feel good about this now.
catch it on fire and just slice like. And of course, the margarine will eventually put it out. Like, I swear to God, this has never happened to me before.
Oh god. Oh god. So I guess we are cutting right through this maze, literally.
Yep.
Sounds good. I will say that as we're passing through and the heat radiating from this bone sword starts to melt the maze, it starts to get a little harrowing especially since the floor is also made of margarine.
Oh no!
Well, I mean, obviously.
Why didn't we look at the floor? Why are we not perceptive?
Because
Why
it's
did-
D&D.
All
Wait.
I asked is that we be perceptive.
I knew it was. Yeah, no, I
Wait,
mean,
wait, why didn't Bubba tell us that the floor was made of margarine? He's walking on it. He doesn't wear shoes.
I thought you knew.
You have
You don't
such
feel that?
sticky paws now.
No.
Sorry.
No, I'm just gonna look down, like, well, I guess we're going down.
So
That's one way to go. It's
I'm
different
just-
direction.
You know
not
what we
saying
could
it's bad.
do?
No judgment.
We could slide around like we're skating.
I'm gonna start cutting the floor.
See how deep down it goes? Or?
Why are we skating in the margarine labyrinth?
Because you can.
Well,
Exactly.
It's no longer a labyrinth. It's just now melted butter wall things.
You know, because you can.
Or margarine.
Like, why not?
Yeah. The bright side, though, is the ceiling's not made of margarine, so that's the bright side.
I mean, you know.
I didn't even think about the ceiling.
Yeah, the ceiling's got to be melting if he's cleaving away with bone, fire bone.
Yeah, I know, right?
A flaming bone.
Oh god. So TK, you're thinking about hacking that the floor, right?
Yep, just cutting a circle in the floor.
I think we're gonna go with bravery on this. We're gonna do bravery on this one.
I know, butter skates. I'm talking, you know, like, why not, man?
More like a slip and slide, I think.
Except it's margarine. It's not butter.
If my character
I got
enjoyed fun,
the
it
four
would
and
be a slip and slide. That sounds like a great
a 4
idea.
and a 1.
A 4 and a 1. Did you already roll one less dice?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
Okay, so oh wait, no, you already got your condition removed, one fusion. Sorry.
Yeah.
Actually, so it's 1 and a 4.
Yep.
Okay, good. So you got the notoriety. You beat the notoriety on that. So yeah. So now there's this giant gaping hole, and as you're doing that, the rest of the floor begins to slink down like now a sinkhole.
Oh,
I'm just
yay.
gonna ride the sinkhole.
Well, now we get to ski through the margarine.
No.
It requires
the
physical
same.
activity. We don't really do that in the library.
And as we're going down, you know, what do we see? What do we encounter?
Well, as we're getting down there, we actually start as we're sliding down the melting margarine. Some of it starts to kind of collect together, and they start forming into like these kind of spider-like shapes. And so now now we have to deal with margarine spiders.
Oh, no.
man, now I want to eat the spiders.
Who
Because I'm a
doesn't?
cat.
That is a problem.
Hmm.
Oh god, so now we have to decide how we're going to deal with margarine spiders. Oh, that's a traumatizing thought.
Margarine spiders. It's called a hex.
There you go.
Go for it.
For vegetable oil. No, because you have it so high now, and you know I'm not going to make that.
It's only a 4. It's not like it's a 5.
Yeah.
I'm still 4.
So what's my little hex meter? Let's look.
Hexometer?
A
Hexometer.
hexometer for the win. Hexes. It's cunning.
Yep.
It's 2. What do I need it for?
You need 4.
3.
2 1s. Fuck life.
Oh, no.
Wait, did you just roll 2 1s?
Yeah.
Gah. Wow, right on cue, everybody. Right on cue.
Why this game? I don't understand this game.
So during one of our earliest playtests, CA
So
rolled
sad.
a absolute critical fail.
I'm gonna take a picture.
So last time CA rolled 3 dice and got natural 1s on all of them.
Oh.
In the playtest, it was ridiculous.
And it had never happened yet, and because it was so mathematically improbable to happen.
You didn't even have a rule for it yet.
No, I didn't have a rule for it yet, and I had to add a rule for it because of her. Oh, good God. Oh, good God. Now I actually have to read it now.
Arachnomargarinophobia.
Oh, my
I
God.
have arachnophobia.
But are you?
Arachnomargarinophobia.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I am afraid of margarine too. That's
Okay.
gross.
So CA, you have. So this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you tell me.
Yeah, you get a condition.
Oh yeah, who would have thought?
Yeah, I know, right? And so what the what we get is that something we have. So we're gonna have to figure out like what kind of terrible thing happens as a group, and also
Yes,
notoriety.
keep going.
Obviously notoriety will increase because of a failure.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I need to walk around a few minutes so I don't pass out where I'm sitting.
No problem.
The hex backfires
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and
I don't know.
causes
Share this. I don't think I can
the
do it on Twitch.
spiders to become. I can't.
Think.
I can't picture spiders because
Oh.
if I do, I
Oh.
get all.
Okay.
I'll take it from there. They
Well, they're
cause
butter.
spiders to
Margarine.
Margarine.
to harden and freeze and become mobile ice margarine spiders that have like sharp
Ice margarine butter spiders.
So now,
ice margarine butter spiders. So now they can like stab you too.
Okay. Why did they have to be spiders? Could they just be like
okay, we could change it.
cockroaches?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Oh, okay.
Butter roaches. Oh.
Butter roaches. that
Margarine
have-
roaches.
No, even better. They're butter mosquitoes.
Oh, that's what happens with the hex because now
Oh.
instead of being spiders, now they can fly.
Death, you got a donation.
Oh, I did. What did we? How much did we get?
Did things get worse or did someone help us?
$25. So,
Please did help us.
well, who? Let me see who donated. I didn't even see it.
If it's Sapphic, we're doomed.
It's Maxine. It's Maxine. Okay, so Maxine did it. So Maxine, you're gonna get a few things from this.
What did you pick?
So
As they are the caster, everyone else swaps bodies. What?
what?
Roll the. Am I reading that right?
Rock-sized marshmallows fall, and she has to eat them.
Oh.
I have to eat the marshmallows? Are they butter marshmallows? What?
No,
Okay, no.
It says roll the die, and whoever said die number is rolled.
Where
Oh.
was that?
Where are you reading this?
On your donation
Excellent
page,
page.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry.
where the donation is.
Oh, I got confused.
It says roll the die, and whoever said die number is rolled is exempt. As they are the caster, everyone else swaps bodies. Okay.
Oh,
so-
okay. I was like, where's that coming from? I don't know where
I
anything
don't-
is. Okay.
I don't know.
So
Yeah.
okay, so we're rolling for so we're rolling for that. Okay.
So what am I rolling? A D6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll the die, and whoever said. Oh, okay. So we roll a die, and we all have to say a number, and then
I guess whatever he rolls.
whoever is that is the caster, and then everyone else has to swap bodies.
Okay.
Whoever guesses the number that's rolled. So
Oh.
Okay.
I think that's what it means.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
Okay.
tired.
So do you want to do like Maddie's 1, Rick is 2, I'm 3, and TK is 4 or 5? I can't count.
Yeah, we all have a number.
Yeah.
We just
we
roll
pick
the
a
die.
number, right? In our
Yeah,
mind
whoever-
and then roll it. Right?
Yeah, whoever gets the number
Oh, okay.
One-
is the caster, and they are exempt, and then the other people swap bodies.
Oh, okay. So
That's
okay.
I did not get it.
So roll the dice, CA, and then everybody has to say a number
Yeah.
between 1 and 6.
Okay, I rolled the die.
Okay, so we'll do Rick. Go ahead.
3.
Matty.
1.
I will do 2. And did any of us get that? See
No.
it? Nope.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so we have to leave it to TK whenever he comes back.
No.
Okay.
No pressure.
In the interim, I have to tell you a little story why this is bugging me so badly. I went to a camp and they were doing these pranks on people where they give you bowls of ice cream and they drizzle chocolate sauce on it,
Oh no.
and you have to eat it as fast as you can, so they blindfold you, but they don't give you any spoons. So I stuck my face in it and I'm going, this is a little warm for ice cream. This is so weird. And I get about halfway through and everybody is laughing at me. I take off my blindfold and everybody's saying, you just ate half a bowl full of margarine.
Oh my goodness.
I went in the bathroom and I threw up for half an hour.
Oh, that's rough.
No.
It's a horrible story.
That's
It was terrible. So like,
I'm sorry that
Throwing
we're making you relive those memories.
Yes. Oh no, it's not the Thread Raider way.
No.
no, it's fine. It's just like you're like melting, and I'm going, no, it's not.
At least it wasn't Carisco. Yeah, that's true. At least it's not Carisco.
Yes.
This-
That's why I wouldn't dig through the wall, just because I don't want to dig through it and imagine it.
I
No.
get it.
No worries.
Oh yeah.
We won't make you relive it.
Yeah, no. Oh god. That's absolutely terrible. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Yeah.
I was like 12 too.
Aw,
Like,
the worst.
yeah. It was just bad.
No.
But
Oh
at
man.
least it wasn't-
Oh, so everyone in chat, how's everyone enjoying the show and the game so far? We'll give that a few seconds to kick in for the delay. Oh man.
Thank you, that girl, Maxine.
Yeah,
That-
thank you,
that is
Maxine, for the donation.
Yeah, seriously. Amazing.
Yep. Yeah, so everyone who did donate more than $15 will definitely be on the credits for that. So that's an automatic.
Awesome.
So
Wow. 3322. That's fantastic.
is that where we're at?
Hmm.
Nice. We're ranked number 307 on overall team ranks. Nice.
Wow.
I'm pretty proud of us so far for this extra life.
So
Absolutely.
awesome.
So if we swap bodies, does just like my double ones go to someone else?
No, but we're just all now
Damn.
somebody. So one of us is gonna end up being a cat person out of this.
Why?
That's
That
right.
would save me. Oh.
I don't want to not be a cat. That'd be sad.
Oh, no, you're right.
No, Maddie, you still can be a cat. You act like a cat. You're just not in the cat body.
Oh, bummer. Okay. I'm still a cat.
Yeah, so it is still funny.
Yep.
Oh my god, I could try to like clean myself and not be able to reach. That'd be funny.
Let's see if you can see Kay's body.
Okay, so how would that work? So say that Matt and I were switched. Would I then have to act like Matt and Matt act like me?
No, I would say you would just be in the body of the. I don't know. I guess I would
We
say.
should ask Max.
I mean, I would think like maybe you're in the cat body, but you don't know what to do with it. You're like, what's with this tail? Why does it do things?
Hmm.
Okay, so that's what I, as me, would.
I guess that's what I would think. I mean, it's kind of what you want to make of it.
Yeah.
It's like, what would happen to you? What do you think you would feel if you went? I just went all furry, and there's a tail that kind of moves on its own. And I can't seem to control it.
Yeah.
But you can. But you can't.
But you can.
But you can. But you can't.
Yeah, it's pretty
Cat
much.
problems.
Yeah.
It's a duopoly.
Hashtag cat problems. Pretty true. Pretty true. You can't
Right.
control that darn thing ever.
Oh boy. That sounded dirty.
It's also, to be fair, it is also 11:30 Eastern time. Hey,
TK.
TK.
You know a really great way to wake up?
Yeah.
Run outside in the freezing cold in only a kilt and a really thin t-shirt
Yep. That will do it.
to chase your dog.
So,
We need-
TK,
we need
you have
feel
to.
your body.
So, TK, we're gonna have to swap bodies apparently.
What?
Well, he has to guess a number, right?
Yeah, he has to guess a number still. So, all the numbers that were set were what? 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
5.
No.
Uh,
Okay, so
Fantastic. It's a 4.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh man, that would have been very awkward for some of us.
Some of us.
Oh my God. That would have been hilarious.
Oh man. Okay.
CA and I switching bodies would be really weird.
So now we're dealing with mosquito spiders.
So,
Not
got rid of
spiders.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Margarine mosquitoes.
Butter
But they were
spiders.
roaches. Weren't they butter roaches?
We're gonna call
Oh,
them
they're
butter mosquitoes, so that
Butter
they're not
insects.
margarine and they're not spiders, but they fly, so they're worse.
Yes, they fly. That's all that's important. They fly.
Margarine sturges.
Margin sturges, yeah, because sturges suck.
Yeah.
Sturges suck, and they're thematic.
Yes.
And let's torch them all.
Torch them all.
you
Okay.
lost your lighter though.
I'm sorry. What'd you say? I could.
I said you lost your lighter.
I have magic.
We, magic.
Uh-oh.
What am I gonna do? Wait a second.
When I
It's not midnight yet. I can't say what I wanted to say. Still PG. So I'm an MFing wizard.
Yeah,
a fudging wizard.
Yes.
a fudging wizard.
What do I gotta roll?
I'm thinking it's gonna be invocation to cast the fire. What do you all
Okay.
think?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right. What's that? Under?
Bravery.
Bravery. And I gotta beat a 5.
Yeah. Yep.
Cat magic, yeah, baby.
Nope. No Saverick. No one body swap, thankfully.
So yeah, C and I body swapped somehow because I got 2 friggin' nat 1s.
Oh.
It worked.
Well, apparently it's still. Apparently this is a thing now, everyone.
Your turn.
By the way, so I want to point this out. So not only did TK completely botch this, so he's already getting a condition for this, and we're getting a complication, and on top of this, we're also getting now an obstacle because the notoriety just hit 6. So
Did we,
yay!
did we just like lose the game?
No.
This happened last time. We
Yeah.
played too.
Which, yeah, I also want to point out that the last time I did a playtest with TK and CA in the same playtest, this exact scenario happened, and I just find this very poetic and terrifying.
The
So I'm kind of I'm wondering now in future playtests if I should just have TK and CA not in the same playtest to see what happened.
We're like the problem children.
I just want to see if the laws of statistics doesn't get defiled, like
we need a control, like,
right.
So CA can be the control. I'll be the free radical.
yeah.
So CA's just cursed is really what it is.
And when you realize CA doesn't roll 3 nat 1s when I'm around, it's like, all right. So it's a TK curse just following CA around.
That's fair. All right, so we'll see for Chad what kind of weird complications gonna happen for TK. Oh, and then we also need a new challenge.
And what condition am I getting?
You pick.
All right.
Heart disease is the new challenge.
I'm gonna be. I'll just go with Bewitched.
Hold on, I'm just typing it quick.
Oh, it's Sav's fault.
Yeah.
It couldn't possibly be that.
Yeah, so
Sav,
I don't know. I don't know, Sav. I mean, I just curse everybody.
earlier, CA and Saverick donated to the TPK Theater. And my player's like, "Oh, this is great." And Saverick's like, "No."
No.
It's not.
So he's like, I want to promote
Oh,
suffering."
oh, to add insult to injury, a fake maple syrup flood.
Oh, that's perfect.
That is so disgusting.
That is the grossest thing.
It is really gross.
That is just absolutely terrible.
I've had that stuff.
That's butter flavored.
Oh.
Excellent.
Okay, I think we're gonna
Butter
we're gonna go for that as the complication. So we need a new obstacle now.
Let's see. Fairy Renee says the butter has started souring now and has mold and poisonous gas.
All right, that's an obstacle in of itself.
So we're getting flooded. We're getting gassed. When? Just a question.
Yeah.
When did Toadworts become freaking Korea in the 50s?
Good question.
When did we move to North
The
Korea?
day they hired that woman.
Ironically got hired in the 50s, so.
Yeah, probably did. So okay, everybody, we're gonna have to figure this out. So we have to beat the obstacle and everything, on top of everything else. So we have so what do we, okay, so how do we want to overcome the poisonous gas and mold of the butter?
I have an idea.
Okay.
We all go up to the school administrator. We all request a transfer. And we get the hell out of this school and let it fall to the ground.
So what you're saying is we go to my uncle, say we want transferred out, and then I become the hip nip supplier for you guys, because obviously they're not going to let me anywhere near you guys in another school. And then I go find another lighter from the mortal world and just burn everything.
Yeah, sounds about fair.
I think it works.
Wait, we just solved the entire Harry Potter problem.
It's like, I should just transfer.
We needed a different school. Like, that's
Only one book.
There's gonna be a new like how it should have ended for Harry Potter, and it's just gonna be after that first movie. It's like, I'm gonna transfer.
He's like, you know what? This Durmstrang place sounds really nice.
I mean, why do we have to go to wizard school? Like, why don't we just go to regular school?
Person.
We could learn wizard stuff without all this bullshit.
I mean,
we're magic.
Just a little bit. Lost your lighter. Magic.
Oh man.
We've all forgotten this entire game. We're magic.
We're magic.
Yeah, very consistently, might I add. I think that's pretty much everybody except for me, because I'm the one who made the bloody game.
Oh god. It's so great.
Oh my god, Maxie, you're a transfer, Harry.
I mean, yeah, you could just like do it online now, right?
Next thing you know, there are movers in Bubba's room just packing up his stuff, and there's a box. TK's shredded curtains.
A big box.
Yep. If it fits, it sits.
and Bubba's in one of the boxes. It's just like, nope, this is mine.
Yep. And the movers are
I'll
just
be on in a
lifting.
minute.
Yep. Oh man. Fake maple syrup flood and poisonous gas butter. This is just the best night ever. Oh god, I'm just writing this down for posterity and for my humor for tomorrow when I wake up later, because I'm gonna forget half of this because I'm so tired.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch all of our streams. I want to get funny clips out of them.
Right.
And when I do, I'm going to take just this segment and make it its own little video. I'm like, this is how to fix Harry Potter in under 10 minutes.
Yeah, in under 10 minutes. Is this the I didn't get my GED school for wizards? Oh my god, magic by mail, like bed knobs and broomsticks. It's true.
Oh god. No, I love the Harry Potter series.
Yeah.
It was fantastically written. I did. There's one series I liked a bit more because the magic in it when I was a kid I loved. Also math.
Everyone else is just now quiet about it. All right, so how are we going to contend with the gas and the maple syrup flood?
Well, I was gonna say that I just throw myself on the ground, but then I remember that the ground is also made of margarine. But the ceiling isn't, so no. I don't know.
I say we just eat everything.
I'm not eating margarine.
You know what happened? Not again. Not even fictitiously.
I'm ready to go sloth with this. It's okay. I have no shame.
Yeah. All right, so we'll say for the scene, all right, let's just roll some quick dice, and let's say you know what? I'm just gonna keep blasting the. So as we're basically free falling into this maple syrup butter waterfall, whatever flood, I don't know, something. I'm gonna blast it, and until we can get to until we see the ground, and then hopefully not die in the process of getting to the ground. So I'm gonna roll an invocation for this, I think. So
we're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
Except for Bobby.
And there's wait, was it a 3? Oh, thank God. So yes, we okay. So I got a 3 and a 5. I'm good, and I'm good. Oh God, that was terrifying. And did I just get another donation? I did.
Hey, if somebody wants to donate another $163 for the end of the night, we'll reach our final goal.
Yeah.
You got 12 minutes.
Yeah, you got about 12 minutes.
We'll shave the beard if we do 3,500 live.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I will say that we got to the ground and we didn't horrifically die. But we still have to deal with the poisonous gas, and I will say there's another door, and we have to open it.
Okay.
Oh,
I got keys.
You got keys?
Has keys.
So I gotta find the keys before the flood hits us, right?
Yeah. So
that's wisdom.
Yeah, we'll do wisdom.
Okay. I got 3 of those. I'm a cat. And I rolled a 6.
Oh yeah. All right, Matty. So you got the keys. The door is open, and we need to run.
To the administrator's office.
Once everybody's through the door, I'm closing the door behind us.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good idea. I forgot about
Because
that.
this isn't D&D where the door magically it's like, okay, only this many creatures can fit through. No, it's a door.
Very true. So
ever burning Bippa lighter to TK.
Ever burning Bipple hider to TK. Okay. So yeah, that happened. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So you get a Bipple lighter now, TK.
Just out of nowhere, it's like, yeah, I'm burning this place to the ground. You guys realize that, right?
Magic.
Yes, it's magic, so we'll go with it. Vladaranth, is that how you pronounce it? I can't read anymore. My brain's already dying.
Aldrianth.
Aldrianth.
Hi.
Okay, thank you for somebody explaining it because I'm too tired to read now. So we get through the door, and do you want to say that TK, do you want your character to like roll dedication to hold the door down?
Yep. I better roll good.
It's at a 3. You should be fine. I emphasize the word should be. Please don't run another critical failure.
Okay, I won't tell you I got 2 2s.
Well, at least it's a failure, not a critical failure.
It could have been critical. I was like, roll, drop, watch them hit. It's like, oh, cool. They're not done rolling. Shit.
Oh.
He didn't
Well-
have a condition, did he?
Oh, I
Yeah,
do.
you did.
So I gotta
Re-roll that. You have one
Thank
less.
you, Matty. That was no better.
No.
I got a 1.
Oh no.
Oh darn. Yeah. Okay, that's bad. What's your wand core, anyways, TK?
Unicorn hair. Reroll 1 dice. Reroll 1.
Do you want to use it?
Yeah.
Roll it.
I'm gonna, snap my wand, take the one grab, like roll better. 3.
Okay, that's all we needed. Yay! We didn't die. We did not get smothered by the fake syrups of
butter.
death and butter.
Butter flavored syrups.
Look, I want to see all the administration's paperwork saying they're real teachers. I feel like they're fake teachers.
Yeah. So as we enter into the upheaval scene, this is where we're gonna have to contend with Mrs. Margarineford, not Field Ferd. So it's a I'm guessing it's gonna be like what, a 20-foot tall glass shaped Southern Belle.
It's huge, yeah.
And it's all inside this margarine. This glass container is all margarine syrup.
Oh, it's not glass, it's plastic.
Oh, it's plastic. That's right. I'm sorry.
Because they would,
Right, so plastic melts. We have magic. I'm just saying, guys. I've been saying.
But if you melt that much plastic, like it'll be so, like the toxic fumes will be so bad, like we would kill ourselves.
We're magic. We can figure something out.
I'm just saying,
Or you know what? Better, we could freeze it.
Ooh. I
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
I like that. We could do that.
That's good.
Is that a charm?
We could do charm.
Who's not injured who can freeze this thing?
I can try and freeze it.
Go for it.
Go for it.
I will try and freeze it. I did not freeze it.
You did not freeze it. So
I
wait.
did not.
Oh, so notoriety is going to increase.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, we can all try again because I think I stipulated in the one shot part of the rules that if for one shot versions, it's you can definitely be fine and try again.
Okay, can I use a hex?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to use a hex too.
Because I have a hex thing. So if I have that skill, does that give me an extra die or something? Like, cause.
Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Okay. Yeah, because that makes sense. All right, awesome. I'll use a hex. Why not?
Go.
Is this a challenge? Is this considered a challenge?
Are you talking about you got Dragon Tooth, right? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely use that.
I did it.
Oh.
I got a 4.
Well, I will say we'll add the freezing and we'll add all the hexing on top of it. So go ahead.
I
Okay.
got 2 5s and a 6.
Okay,
Oh,
well, you rolled
cool.
you rolled, so not only did you succeed, you also rolled doubles. So go ahead, Matty, take it away. Narrate this awesome scene. I know you're tired.
Yeah, Matty, you're the one who's least likely to drop F-bombs during this.
Oh,
Like-
right. So,
You can do it.
she with the freezing and then with the hexing, it does a thing where like webs and cracking and all this other stuff, and it just like turns into like a mist and dissipates through the vents and leaves the area. And
So now we have so basically we now have aerosoled margarine fake maple syrup into the air.
gone into the ozone layer, you know.
Okay.
Which isn't great for the future generation.
Hey, Bubba, that's a them problem.
Right? I live like maybe 15 years max, and I'm done. So I'm cool. You know?
You're magic. That's
Because
all
I'm a
saying.
cat, you know, and yeah, and then but then we still go to the administrator and ask for a transfer because we're like, you know, the school's terrible.
You guys asked for a transfer. I'm just going in like, look, I'm done. I'm out. I'll see you later. And I'm gonna just light the lighter and start walking to every picture and burning it.
So, so the epilogue is the school's on fire. I think we're gonna skip straight to the epilogue. So the school's on fire. We all had, but before the school's on fire, we all had filed our transfer papers beforehand.
Your stuff's all gone.
Slow motion, like walk away.
Yep. This school was terrible. So long, Toadworts School of Magical Excellence.
As it's burning, you can just see initials carved in the flames. Just T.
And that is the end of Broomsticks and Wands, with 3 minutes to spare.
We survived Extra Life. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, good merciful God.
Butter weird.
We all made it, everybody. We all made it.
Thank you so much for running this, Mage. It was hilarious.
Yeah, you're welcome. Just to let everyone know, we still have 2 minutes to get that beard shaving going.
Yeah, I mean, we only need $163.
If anyone wants to be generous and donate $163, we'll get there.
We got 2 more minutes, Dak. Hold your horses. Hold your horses, young man.
Yeah. We got 2 minutes. Got 2 minutes.
We can introduce ourselves.
Oh yeah. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed this presentation of Broomsticks and Wands, and hopefully in the near future you will actually see it being published somewhere. And I want to thank everybody for participating, all my players, my fellow players, and I want to thank you all for helping us with Extra Life and coming on, and every volunteer who's been here, all the moderators. You've all been fantastic and wonderful, and I want to thank, obviously, everyone in the Thread Raiders for letting me also run this game, and everyone.
Oh, did we get the permanent Bippo lighter to TK?
Yeah.
Nice.
That was
that's perfect.
One fusion. Thank you for that. That allowed me to burn down the school.
That's how you set the school on fire.
And if part is true, it's like, won't somebody think of the children?
Oh yeah, no.
So it's one fusion killed it.
It was one fusion that killed the beast.
Oh boy. So I'm DeathByMage, your friendly neighborhood fireball sling arcanist, and let me and meet all the wonderful people who played Broomsticks and Wands with me today. We'll go in reverse order. So on the other side on the right, TK, go ahead.
I am TK. You can find me at Kentos88 everywhere. And next Tuesday the 13th, I'll be streaming Thread Raiders of the Galaxy, a Thread Raiders produced actual play of my homebrew world of Starfinder.
Yes.
And also on the Thread Raiders podcast.
Yes.
Because I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, you do keep forgetting that. We're all dying here. CA.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Everyone,
those blank stares. Those blank stares.
Guys look over. I was like, whose turn is it? Oh, CA.
Anarchy, thank you for coming to the charity stream. We appreciate all of the support that you've given us and the donations that you have made for Extra Life. It really means a lot to us. We've hit so many goals. We really only started off where we thought our goal was going to be $500, and here we are over 3,000, and that's incredible. You can find me everywhere as well. Just make sure if you're looking for me, it's chaotic Anarachy. Technically, that's how it's spelled. There's an extra A in there.
Extra A's for awesome.
You can find me on Twitter, most likely, and I hang out in the Thread Raider Discord. So come say hi. Don't be shy. And yeah, that's me.
And Rick?
I am Rick, obviously. On Twitter, I am Behomat. That's with an underscore. It's and I am on the Threadvader's Discord as Ricky Rick or the Ricky Rick. I can't remember, but I don't know, something like that. I'm tired too. Not as tired as you guys, but so I won't complain.
That's okay. Welcome to. Oh no, complain.
No, please
We
complain.
appreciate that. That's a free complaining zone.
If you see me on Twitch, I'm Uncle Ricky Rick. People call me Sir all the time, so it's just me. I don't care, whatever. And that's where I am. So I'm just rambling now. So
It's what we do best.
It's that delirious rambling kicking in.
pretty much.
Yep. Matty.
Hey everyone, I'm Matty, aka So Matty Games, and I play stuff and do things.
Don't you have a store?
I do. Hey, you can find me Saturday nights on my Twitch channel, hosting So Chatty, on Soulbear RPG Wednesdays and Fridays playing Dungeons and Dragons, where I play a kobold and a hobgoblin and not a cat. But this weekend was fantastic playing cats all weekend long. I love it. And then yeah, I have a store. We sell stuff, like these and things, and yeah, and I designed a couple Threadraider t-shirts that some people got to win, and we're going to send those out to you, and we're really excited, folks. Thank you for all the stuff that you did for us, and we had a great time. And again, I just got to say thank you, CA.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you, CA.
No problem.
Okay.
Thank you for being a part of it.
Without UCA, I can honestly say none of this would have been possible. It was your drive, dedication, and
Well, let's just do a quick recap. How many streams? How many players? How many games did we have to go? We went through. Let's think about it.
Well, it's 55 hours
I did the
of
math.
streaming.
It's just under 3 months worth of streaming we've done in under 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
With very little breaks in between. I think their most was an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
That's
A feat.
And thank you so much to our volunteers.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh
To
my
a big
goodness,
clap to our
without you, this would
volunteers.
have been so much harder.
It would have
yeah.
been me and CA everywhere, and then we would have both been dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you to our
Goodbye.
volunteers for helping us run our giveaways, for
Yes,
keeping
our
everyone
trivia.
talking, our trivias.
Yeah,
And-
keeping chat going. It was amazing.
Yeah, and again, big thanks to all our moderators who took their turns, who came on to really make sure everything was going smoothly and give us feedback about the entire event. You know, we really appreciate it. It was really a big help. So,
It
Means a
I mean,
lot.
lowered the stress level on all of us. And I know it really helped out the streamers, like people were hosting the streams, or when the technical difficulties hit, having you guys there made it a little bit